Damas y caballeros, welcome to En Mis Tiempos. I'm one of your hosts, Adriana, and I'm here with Alfredo. And today we have two guests. Ladies, if you can state your name, please.
Because she forgot them.
Yeah, yes, I did.
I did forgot our names. It's okay, though. Go
Jess
ahead.
and Tressa.
See? Got it.
I forgot which one's which, though.
Tressa.
I'm Jess. They go together. We just answer for each other. It's fine.
And we have Adrian as our fact checker.
What's up? So, George is in Italy.
That was the best intro I have done.
Okay.
Just
pat
putting
yourself
that out
on the back. Go ahead. Are you done?
It's pretty dang good.
Okay.
I'll help you.
And the two times he's been gone, we've had to have two guests on to make up for him. That's got to make him feel good. He's going to brag about it.
Oh,
no matter
God.
what.
He's that big of a personality. He
Yes.
needs two people.
Yeah, he needs
Yes.
two people to make up for him. His absence.
Fair.
George.
So, let's start with it. Did y'all watch the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Favorite commercial?
Don't even know which.
Was there any good commercials?
No.
I thought they kind of sucked, except for like one or two, maybe.
I
but-
don't.
I remember laughing at a couple of them, but I can't even tell you what they were.
No,
it
I
was
was
just
more
sort of
like,
eh.
that was stupid.
Stupid.
The only one that stuck that was just awkward was the Mountain Dew one with Seal.
Oh,
Because they turned
So I saw
Seal
the seal,
into-
and then I focused on the seal, and I couldn't tell you what that was for.
It
Like
was
the commercial.
It was a Mountain Dew commercial.
Nice. Okay.
I don't even remember.
it looked gross. It was
It
almost
was weird.
Yeah, it was disturbing.
Yeah, it was disturbing. Perfect. Perfect.
It was uncomfortable.
I'm not a
What
football
other
fan.
one?
That's
Well, you
literally
don't-
the only
you
one that
watch
I
it for the
remember.
commercials.
I know I was trying, but it just I'd be doing something else and then look
Yeah.
up and be like, oh, it's commercial. Oh, they're over. Okay, never mind.
Same. Or
It's
I
one of
just
those-
wasn't interested in any of it. Not even the game. Like it
The
was
game,
just
like I wanted to see Kansas City lose just because I'm tired of them winning, but I would like talk during the game and then like focus during the commercials because I wanted to see good commercials, but it never
None of that
came
didn't
to
happen.
fruition. No.
None of
didn't
them
happen.
stood out like the ones in the past.
No. Yeah.
I watched the halftime show.
I feel like Budweiser always had the best commercials, like the tear jerker.
They had one yesterday.
commercial.
Did you see it?
No. You
I
see
guess
what
I
I mean?
missed it.
That's what I'm saying.
Did y'all see it?
Do you see what I mean?
Clydesdale.
Oh, hey, God is calling.
that's on me.
Is it George?
Answer it.
It's spam. They start calling after 6.
Oh, that. What does that mean when you fuck up like that? What does that mean?
I don't remember what the rule is.
I got one at
Nobody ever
like
does it. So
I got one at 10:59 p.m. the other night. Yeah, it didn't ring because it said like spam, whatever. But I'm like, are you serious? What?
see if
it's a
I got
little
one that
late.
late, I'd probably pick up just to see who it was.
What the hell?
I don't
You know
know.
what time it is?
My husband always picks up. It's so
That's
annoying when
crazy,
he picks
yeah.
up. Because I'm like, just every time you pick up, it's like throwing your number out there 20 more times to 20 different people. That's why he always gets the calls.
I get the same call from the same. I don't know who they are because it's a recording. I answer and then some lady goes, "Hello," and then there's noise in the background, and then she goes, "Are you there?" And then I never answer, and then sometimes there's a follow up message, and sometimes they hang up. But it's every day from a 214 number, and I block like 10 of them, and they just call from a different one.
Yeah, they do. I like when people answer it like they're from somewhere else, like Domino's Pizza, or
Yeah.
like one of them answered. I saw a reel the other day. I think it was like a mental hospital of some
Yes.
sort, but he had a whole line. Like it sounded professional.
Yes.
The other person on the other line was just kind of like real quiet
wrong
and then
number.
just click. Yeah. Like, I want to do that. That would be fun.
What were we talking about?
The commercials, they suck.
So, according to Sports Illustrated, number 5 was Instacart. We're here.
Oh,
that one was a good one.
That was pretty good.
That one was a good one.
See, here we go.
That was pretty good.
Now that
It's all
now
coming
that you're,
back.
That was the one with all of the
all of them came.
All the different, like the bunny and
Mr. Clean and all that.
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Number
the
4,
Green Giant.
Dunkin' Donuts.
we were
with,
thinking
Ben Affleck, Jimmy Strong, and Bill Belichick.
I
That was
missed
pretty
it,
funny.
I
but-
didn't see that.
That was pretty funny.
the girlfriend came out.
Don't play it.
No.
Oh.
Mountain Dew featuring Seal
Seal.
the Seal.
That
I
was
think I missed all of these. I only saw
Yeah,
the ones
see,
at the
awkward.
that
end.
just looks.
Ew.
It was just not.
That's a little creepy.
Yeah, it's a lot of creepy.
I will say that the Instacart one, we thought that it was some type of advertisement for like Johnson and Johnson or like a major corporation. It didn't even cross our minds that it was Instacart. It was like, yeah, that's wait, is that like Johnson & Johnson, or is that General Mills, or what? But then it's like
Well, between the
Instacart.
two of those, probably own all those brands.
Right, you're
Probably.
right. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. But we couldn't
Yeah.
figure out which major corporation it was that owned all of them.
I don't remember this one. Number 2, Stella Artois.
Matt Damon. That one was good. It was funny.
I
He has like
I just caught the end
he
of
has
it.
a twin brother.
Yeah.
Not a twin, but a brother. Yeah, no, it was
I
a
don't
twin
even
brother. or
remember
something.
that one.
That was good. If y'all get a
Didn't
chance.
see
They
that
did
one.
say that Nike was a good one. They said it on the news this morning. They're like, yeah, Nike came out with one of the best commercials.
Was it the one with the women?
No idea.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, it was all the women, all the different female athletes
I missed
coming in
it.
saying something.
I did too.
I do remember.
It's like,
that
where
one.
was I? I
Probably
feel
getting
like
food or a drink.
where it's like, where was I when I was watching the Super Bowl? Because
You know,
I don't remember any of
it's weird
this.
because I said earlier that I was not watching the game but trying to watch the commercials.
Yeah.
But it's so like ingrained in you that as soon as they go to commercial, you turn and
You
like,
get-
walk away.
Get on your phone
Yeah.
or do something. Yeah.
Like, damn
yeah.
it, I'm supposed to be watching this.
Yep. I had the wrong parts down.
We were watching In and Out, watching it, both the game and the commercials. But we
Yeah.
have a puzzle board on my dining room table that is. We've had it there for I don't even know how many years now. 2 years.
It's just like permanent fixture on your
It
dining room.
is.
Nice.
We have a
Like,
huge
have
dining
to
room
have.
table, huge, and on one end of it, that's where it sits. And I set it up one year for myself to put a puzzle there to do the puzzle periodically, just whenever I wanted to. Well, this one particular puzzle has been there since December of 23.
Oh, damn.
As I walked away from it, I was like, "Fuck it, I don't want to do it anymore." So I left it there, and everybody else, but everyone that comes over, as far as family, every holiday somebody sits there and works on this.
Oh,
puzzle.
that's awesome.
A few pieces.
That's kind of, I like that.
And my sister Nessa finally and her boyfriend finished it.
Oh, nice.
What are you gonna do
That's
with
what
it
we
now?
were doing last night.
So now what do you do? Just
Another one?
Like, do you,
Yeah.
But what do you do with it though?
Now, I
do you
think
use
now
that glue
it's-
stuff and stick it?
Yeah, you can. There's a thing that you can like paper that you can put it on top of, and it sticks.
And
you
it
can,
seals it.
Okay.
Yep. But that's what we weren't going to do until I couldn't find anything to put it on. And the boyfriend took it, and he was like, "Okay, well," I was like, "Oh,
Oh.
okay."
3
But I was
years.
like, "It's okay."
Right? I lie to myself and I tell myself I'm going to do the puzzles because I get them. I just can't.
Well, the previous ones I've done them and finished it.
All right, hold on. I got to stop you. 2 rules. Speaking to the mic all the time and don't tap on the table.
Oh shoot!
She's got anger issues. Okay.
No, it just sounds really loud on the headphones and I can't
You're
hear
fine.
it.
Just kidding.
Keep going, sorry.
No, but that's it. This last one that I put up there, it was. I
She was
did the
gonna do it
edges, and then I know it's hard, Joe.
Put your hands in your pockets.
But I put it there, and it was just hard. I did the edges first, and then couldn't get the middle, and I was like, I'm not doing it anymore. But whoever else wants to do it, they can do it.
I used to get them done a lot faster before, but I think after the third kid, that's because she's so little. It's like this is
Oh,
Pointless.
That's just a disaster waiting to happen.
so I can't, and it's I tell myself, oh well, I'm going to set up a table. No, I'm not, or the table's going to forever be there, and no. So I put it.
yeah.
I gave up. I'll wait until she's a little older, and then I'll go back to my
They
puzzles.
don't have the patience for puzzle. They're too young. Your kids?
Right. So the two older ones, they can do them with me. I don't mind.
Like the big puzzles?
Yeah, like the ones that are like
1,000 pieces. That's what this was.
750 and up.
Okay.
Yeah, they will, because I tell them, okay, we got to do the edges first, and they do have the patience for it. But it's the little one that's kind of like she sees it and she's just a little gremlin trying to get everything. So
Doesn't work.
yeah, it doesn't.
What's the biggest puzzle you've completed?
Like
Like how many
pieces.
pieces?
I think 1,500.
Damn, that's pretty big.
That's big.
That is. How long did that take?
I think that was. I did that one around the holidays, like around Thanksgiving, between Thanksgiving and Christmas. I got it done,
So
or
you
like
had
Thanksgiving
time.
and January. Yeah, because that was when I was pregnant, and I was working from home, so I wouldn't work at all, and I would just do the puzzle.
Work on puzzles.
I would work
Yeah.
on puzzles.
That's fair.
Like, I'm gonna
Your
take a
boss
break.
listens, right? You said?
Oh, I wasn't working there at the time,
okay.
so we're good.
Good.
Right.
This was another job.
Safe. That's funny.
So you said you watched the halftime show?
I did.
Thoughts?
And I thought it was good. I found out later, though, that it was, I just have an appreciation for music and art. I've done like theater and stuff like that. So I'm always looking at totally different things than most people are looking at. Yeah. So I'm watching the dancers and the coordination and the choreography and all that. But I found out later that was supposed to represent like a prison yard. I didn't realize that.
It depends on whose explanation you listen to, because there's a lot of different interpretations. But it was definitely intended to mean something. What that is,
A prison yard?
I read a few of them today where they have deep meaning for them. So props for them figuring that out, because that's not at all what crossed my mind through any of the performance.
No,
I saw red, white, and blue, and I was like, oh, that's cool, because they were all in red, white, and blue. And he, I just saw like a little bit of patriotic and figured there was something else there, but
I didn't even connect the dots that it was a PlayStation remote. Like I didn't.
Didn't get that either. Yeah. Somebody else said
Squid
Games.
The whole stage. Or
wow.
It was like Squid Games was involved, PlayStation, and then that's why at the end it says game over. I did not.
And then
it was a game.
Yeah, it wasn't until somebody actually broke it down where I was like,
yeah.
Well, you're creative. Let me watch it again, because that's not what I got out of any of that.
No idea. I just watched a bunch of people dance around, and it was cool.
That was me. I liked it. Yeah. I know a lot of people had their own opinions about it.
A lot of people hate the Super Bowl halftime show no matter what. But, whatever. I thought it was good. It was a good performance. Even if you didn't get all of the meaning behind it, it was still a good performance.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I agree. However, a part of me felt like, because I don't know all of the drama behind.
Well, it was a lot more than just a Drake. That was like a small part.
No,
of it.
I know, but that's why I'm saying where it's like I felt like it was intended to mean more, but I didn't know enough about.
Yeah.
Like, what was it?
Does that make sense? Where it's like, I feel like this is supposed to tell me a message. Yeah, I did.
Well,
I mean,
it did its job.
I'm not a big fan
you
of
said
his.
you appreciate art, right?
Yeah, that's really how I took it.
What the hell was I watching? Oh, have you watched the movie The Menu?
No.
It's
Tell
weird.
me.
It's good. Anyway.
It's a couple, and it's
a
thriller, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Menu?
I don't know that we finished or we started it or we were going to. And
what streaming network is it on?
What's the I don't know. Hulu? No, I don't watch Hulu.
I'm going to have to go
Netflix
find it.
or Amazon or something.
Oh, there it is. Good job, fact checker. Hello. Good job.
Oh, look at that.
What's the streaming on?
Doing shit.
Making himself useful. He's not just, doom scrolling over there.
Anyway, I'm not going to tell you what it's about because it'll ruin the movie, and you should watch it.
Yeah, don't tell me what it's about.
Okay.
There's a chef involved, and
it's
I
a
have
thriller.
to tell you a little bit about what it's about. No, I can't. It would ruin the movie.
Okay, is it like a murder mystery type thing?
It's
a psychological thriller.
I
but
guess.
it's a thriller, but it's
disregard
I
the
don't
noise
know.
in the background.
Netflix, Hulu, YouTube.
Okay.
Oh, it's on Netflix. Okay.
Everywhere. Okay.
Yeah.
all these couples come to this house, right?
Mm-hmm. An island.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And he's feeding them, and they're all there for a different reason.
Oh.
And there's this one guy who's a foodie. He's like the main couple with the what's her name. And at one point in the movie, the chef makes a speech about how he's there because he ruins everything that the chef does, and he does it by, I think, breaking it down and like looking too much into it and trying to figure out
appreciating
and not simply appreciating the art for art's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And like I've always felt that way about shit, like especially books. I love reading, but in high school I hated reading because it would make you read and then write about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking write about it. I don't want to like try to dissect and figure out what the author meant. Like
No.
I want to take whatever the hell I want from it, and then if I get something out of it, the author did their job, right?
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
So if you got something out of the halftime show yesterday, whether or not is what he intended or what other people got out of it, I think you did what you were supposed to do. You enjoyed it.
I did.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
All that
It
to
always
say-
Like you,
trips
I
me
didn't
out.
know until during when my daughter was saying something about it and my sister's boyfriend was saying what was the drama part of it. I was like, oh, well, it was still good. I still liked it. I liked his pants.
I hated his pants.
I loved his outfit.
I did.
I hated his outfit. What?
I liked that it was just like normal.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to wear some crazy, shiny costume.
I liked
I
it
don't
too.
know. I
thought it
liked
looked cool on him. But his pants were like the biggest hit of the Super Bowl.
I have to
what
agree.
everybody's talking about.
That's the first thing I noticed. Yeah.
Because they look like they were from Forever 21
And
in the
might have been
90s.
Yeah. Or like the buckle or something.
I don't know if that's the what I got out of it.
You didn't think they look good on him?
No.
I thought he was rocking them
What was
jeans.
that?
I don't know. Like, it was
Yeah.
very, I don't know. I just saw him in the jeans and I'm like, why? Like, it took me
'Cause
back to
why
like
not?
90s when that was in for females, not men. That's how I took it. Like, where it's like, those were, I think I had a pair. Like, I may still have a pair. That was where my mind went. It was more of like a,
They were boot cut.
no, they weren't. Those were bell bottoms.
Those were bell bottoms.
Oh, straight up.
Yeah.
They were extra long boot cut. Okay.
Yeah, they were
just a little
long,
bunched
too.
up at the bottom.
It made him look. I feel like when he first came out. At what point did I say this? I think it was when the people made the flag and he was like right in the middle of it.
Oh, yeah.
That was where I'm like, is he little? Because that situation made him look a lot smaller
Small.
than I ever thought he was.
Well, he's not
Oh, I
huge.
didn't realize that. Yeah, I didn't recognize
He
that.
looked so tiny,
How
and
tall
I'm
is
like,
Kendrick Lamar, Adrian?
Look at his pants.
I'm like, those pants are
See?
not helping your height.
They're
Dude,
cool.
those pants are cool. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's rocking them jeans. He's confident too.
He's
He
He
was
was
very
like
confident in him.
bending
He-
and stuff.
yeah,
and he
he
was
was-
all about it.
Fully, yes.
5'6".
I'm going to guess 5'9".
No, he's like 5'6", 5'7", 5'5".
Oh my
He's
gosh,
short.
really?
He's short.
He's our size.
Only like
So
an
it
inch
wasn't the pants.
taller
He's just
than-
short. Here's you again.
Good
hating on short
observation.
men. She has a history of hating on short men, so it's fine. It's par for the course.
It's okay.
No, I don't. It's just, I do have a thing
She
against
just-
short men.
She notices that.
Like, it's the first thing I notice. It's the weirdest thing where I'm like, you're little, aren't you?
Wow.
Dang.
It's like they just brought it out by that whole scene.
It did. It did. That's what, like, literally, I looked at him and I'm like, is he short? And I, like, asked the people that were there, and I was like, is he short, or are those dancers, like, huge? They're like, no, he's average height. And I was like,
He's not average. He's short.
Did
5'5",
not
yeah.
catch that at all.
is 5'5" short? I mean, 5'5" is still taller than me. I should be the last person to judge anybody on the height.
My husband is 6'4".
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's
So-
tall, though.
That's very
That's the
tall.
It's like the
opposite
opposite
direction.
extreme, yes.
Yeah.
His
Yeah. It's the
nickname
opposite.
is Tall Sauce because he's very tall.
Yeah.
Very tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like 9'2", I think, really. His real height.
Like, I don't even, my boss is tall, and I don't know how tall he is, but every time I'm next to him, like, if I'm next to him, I'm like, okay, back up.
Jeez.
And that's with heels, or I'm like, stop, get away. Certain situations
That's
make you
funny.
look shorter.
Guess
That's all I'm
so.
saying. And
Good
certain clothes does
observation.
too. Those pants did not flatter his height.
You know what? He doesn't
You know,
care.
that's why he wore them long. So he just looks longer,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just making stuff up. I don't even know.
What the hell was I going to say? Oh, I was just going to point out that liquid courage doesn't work if you don't actually drink it.
I mean, I've been sipping.
Yeah, all
but,
right.
you know, you want me to stay, speaking one language? Because
Well, we're multilingual here. It's fine.
I don't know any other ones, but sometimes it just happens.
Multilingual. Not this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
By the end of the show,
accident?
Soki was speaking Spanish.
Oh, she was cracking
She
me
speaks
up.
more than I do, and I'm the one that's full.
Yeah, her and Gladys have full-on conversations, and Tress and I look at each other like,
What?
They're talking shit. I know they're talking shit. Throw something at that bitch. Throw it at the other one. Like,
How did y'all get together? How did y'all become the foursome that you are?
so Tress and I are the OGs, okay? And I was trying to
Just kick 'em
think.
out.
I mean, they're kind of cool. They can't really get kicked out. Now they're like in.
Yeah,
and
for life.
They are stuck. Yeah. I was trying to figure out. Actually, I meant to ask you on the way
She's
here.
like,
how
where
long
did they come from?
have we known each other? Yeah,
Since Zumba.
I knew that, but how many years ago was it?
Well, Zumba.
2016.
I was going to say mid-teens, somewhere around there. Early teens.
12
You
plus.
obviously don't know how old I am.
No, not,
We're the oldies of the group.
Like
Oh,
2010
like
to
the-
2015.
Oh,
yeah.
when it came out, yeah, yeah. We were not right on the cusp of it, but we were both instructors. But we all did Zumba together with friends, and when Tressa and I met, that's what we were doing. And then there were other folks in that group that ran like long distance, and so we. I know. I don't know.
Why?
It
We
was
don't even
a
know why
phase.
anymore.
We're done with that phase, but It always just kind of seemed like it was. It was long though.
It was a
really long phase.
I passed that.
So whenever we'd go practice with them or with this group of friends or run these races, we kind of had a similar pace. So we would end up just kind of running together. And then at the end, she went and I was like dying. I was a starter girl. She was a finishing girl. So in the middle, we were good. But that's really when we connected the most. And I don't even know how long ago that was. Like a long ass time ago.
Soki and I've been friends since 2009. So it was
before that.
Well, after that.
And I moved to Texas in like 08, 07, 08, something like that. And it was a couple years after that. So
maybe 2011, 2012.
Yeah, something like that. Long time. Long time. And then, the one time we decided, let's do a full marathon. I was turning 40 that year, and I wanted to do a full at 40. Yeah, because we'd done all the half marathons, all that shit. And you were turning 45 that year.
I was going to be 45.
And it was in the month of her birthday, so in December. So I was like, let's do it. Well, we call that now Death Day. I think.
Sounds right.
Yeah. Well, not only because we almost nearly died during that shit. It was hard. I went in with an injury. She went in just trying to not still be sick. She had been really sick.
Okay, it's a marathon. Come on now.
We made it. But it also killed our love for running. So it was death.
Well, something good
across
came out of
the
it.
board. Yeah.
Okay.
We've done a couple since, but they were like trail half marathons up in Utah, up in Moab. I dragged her up there to do that one with me. And that was different because you're not all out running because you're on trails and it's uneven. And some of it's even on like ledges. So you're climbing a little bit and
the scenery is amazing.
You're stopping to take.
Dallas.
You could just go
Yeah.
on a hike though. You don't have to be running a marathon.
Yeah.
Well, we do that
That's
now.
what we do now. Yeah. Because
We do that now.
Death Day ruined all of it. So yeah, now we hike.
Look, my brother took me on a hike. He tricked me into it. Fuck that. Ever since then, no.
Oh, I don't mind hiking. It's
I
cool.
don't.
It's the running that
I wanted to kill him because he was like, "Yeah, let's keep going." I'm like, "Yeah, fuck you." I hated it. I
real?
legit hated it.
Is this real right here?
In
hated it.
Texas?
Where's that?
Moab?
Yes.
Moab, yeah.
Is this real?
Yeah. It's
Is this
legit.
real?
I haven't been to that location, no, but we went to the Arches. We
Right
were
there?
all over
You
there.
just
Yeah,
You just saw, right there in those areas.
and that is a ledge where that arch is chilling.
Here?
Yes. That's literally on the
Like
other
a
side of
drop-off?
that. How you see nothing, there's actually nothing.
Okay.
And this bitch, I don't like heights at all. I love to hike, but like I'm on the ground and I'm pretty sturdy, pretty like stable. Well, she wanted to go out there. She's like, let's get a picture under the arch.
That's how people die.
Oh,
But if I always say that, if that's how I die, that's how I die.
Yeah, but
No,
people are gonna
bro,
make fun
that's
of
not
you.
how that works.
I don't give a shit.
You'll be
Yeah,
dead.
because it was the experience.
oh my God. Then I'm going to die because I'm trying to reach. And it's, I don't want to die like that. I'm good.
Not a good way to go.
No.
That's a scary way to go, especially
Yeah.
if you don't
Die
actually
right away.
die.
Well,
Yeah,
and that's just it. If I'm going to do that, I better die.
It's like,
How do you guarantee that? How do you,
right?
Make sure you
how
land
is
that
that
first.
guaranteed?
Oh gosh.
Would you
So
do
yeah,
it?
that's what land head first.
If you were falling and you had enough, if you were falling high enough that you had enough time to do something about it.
I mean, it's the heaviest part of the body, right? So isn't
It's
that
also the
just
only
kind of
one
what
that matters,
happens?
So
I mean, I don't know. I think I'd be stupid and be like, trying to protect
Trying to
my
protect
head
yourself.
first, and then I'd be like, why did I do
And
that?
all the bones are crushed.
Yeah.
I
So
think
there
no.
I
should've
You know what?
I should have
you
landed
can't
on my
move,
head.
but yeah, I should have landed on my head.
But there are some people that don't even make it down. Like they have a heart attack. Haven't you heard the people that have
yeah.
heart attacks before even
Yeah, that would be. I mean,
Like
if
they
you're
would
gonna
have
die that way, I guess
survived.
that'd be the way to go.
like they
Yeah.
would have survived, but they had a heart attack, so they didn't actually die from the fall. It was
Yeah.
That's how you would die because you're afraid of heights.
This
Yeah, I
is what
don't
wanna
like
do
heights
in
at all.
Moab.
Yeah.
Look, right? See,
Oh,
that's
see,
great.
now that I would have the heart attack.
See, I'm more
While I
of a
was doing
thrill
that.
junkie where I'll do that, but don't give me exercise shit to do. Like, don't. No, I'm not
You don't
climbing
wanna-
a fucking mountain with you. No, I'm not. There's no marathons to be ran. No.
You want the
Nay.
helicopter to drop you off on the top.
Yes. Can somebody drive me up there, or how do we make this work?
Yeah, that's absolutely not ever happening in my life. Nope.
What are they?
It's a swing.
It is a swing?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, that's cool. I'm
don't-
supposed
I
to
don't-
just
Oh my
Hanging
goodness,
on.
look at that. See, we
See,
can
and
do
that's
that.
No,
that's
it's-
a fun.
nope.
That looks
You're
a
gonna have to
friend
ask one of
one.
your
Hell
other
yeah!
It's more legit now. Like
I would do
Gladys
that.
will do it
would
with
do
you.
it. Gladys would do it with me.
Definitely do it with you. Yeah.
See, I wouldn't mind the climbing. See, look, I'm lying to myself.
For
Look,
those of
like,
you
what?
listening,
What?
not sitting in the room with us, we're watching people jumping off a cliff and then just swinging off into.
See, look,
Nothingness.
it's a whole
Oh, that's right.
setup now, so it's legit.
that doesn't look like a
Nope.
whole
Oh my
setup.
gosh, I'd
that
be all
looks
over
like
that.
a.
I'd be all over it.
Absolutely not.
Wear a
Agreed.
helmet.
So she can't just land on her head and die unless it breaks her
She
neck.
has protection.
I mean,
This cracks me up. What do you think that helmet's gonna do if she falls down and hits the ground?
For real.
First.
It's for the camera.
it's a false sense of security.
Yes.
Make you think you're safe.
I'm supposed to. What month are we in? February. In April, I'm supposed to jump out of. What is it called? Bungee jumping? No. Is that what it's called? When you jump out of a helicopter? No. Plane.
Plane?
Oh,
Skydiving.
Skydiving. There we go.
Oh,
I'm
Wow.
supposed to do that in April. So excited.
You should bungee jump out of a plane. See how that goes.
Bungee. What?
That'd be
I
fun.
don't know what the fuck it's called.
Ooh.
Whatever it's
Yeah.
called. I'm jump out of.
Have you done
Plane.
either one? Either of
No,
you?
I've always wanted to do that too. I haven't done it.
Damn straight. I
on
have
my to-do
not.
list.
Would you?
And I'm gonna do it
nope.
in April.
Nope. Nope.
Like I think the
Seriously.
skydiving's easier.
I'm good. Like I don't
see
need to
the
do.
way I look at it is I want guaranteed death. Like if it fails, I want to die.
That's true. I mean, if something's gonna happen, I need that instant.
Yes.
I don't want to suffer. It's already bad.
I'm gonna do the one that like you're strapped onto someone.
Well, that's the only
obviously.
option
Oh, the
until you do it a
tandem
bunch
or
of
whatever.
times.
Yeah, because like
That's
you,
tandem.
yeah, because to do the other one, like you actually have to go to classes and have to do all the things, and I'm like, no, fuck that. Just strap me onto someone
You still
and
have to go to classes
let's
and
go.
do things to do the tandem.
But if you forget, the other
you
guy
just sign
should
a
know.
waiver and that's it.
Sign your life away.
Yeah, sign a waiver.
You just trust in this person.
No life insurance. Let's go. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you should probably get life insurance before you go jump out of a plane.
You have to do it at least 6 months before, sir.
Or what?
It won't cover.
So if I buy life insurance right now, I can't die for 6 months?
Right.
Oh, I'm going to buy life insurance.
Some depending
Just
on the
in
clause,
case.
because
Guaranteed by
sometimes
life
it's
for the
6
next
months.
6 months.
Yeah.
It's
There you go.
no for
Oh,
it to
does
be
work
in
that way?
effect.
I got you, okay.
For it to, you can fully die.
It's a good thing you
It's just not going
clarified.
to cover your ass.
Never mind.
You'll be
then.
screwed.
Yeah.
Damn it. Ah.
Or your family would be screwed.
That's why the whole Aaron Hernandez thing. I don't know if you ever knew about what happened with the whole Aaron Hernandez thing. He had life
Do y'all know
insurance.
who Aaron Hernandez is?
Football player?
Patriots.
Patriot. Yeah.
Adrian, pass the wine. It's getting interesting.
He had life insurance. And
She needs a refill.
how was it? It was,
She does.
I'm good.
I have to get reminded because
She'll
it's been a
keep
while.
saying that.
But with that
just
one, I
needs a
think it
teeny
was a
tiny
matter
bit.
of it wouldn't cover him. Or I'm sorry, it was under his daughter, but they refused to give the life insurance because one, it was suicide. Two, I think it was within a certain time frame that he had purchased it.
Can you buy suicide insurance?
No,
Not a thing?
Can just,
not that I'm aware
I
of.
don't think so.
But there's most of them
So
have a
it's-
clause against suicide.
It's like null and void if
Yeah.
you end up.
Yeah.
Kill yourself.
Wow.
It doesn't work.
No.
Yeah.
You ain't taking care of anybody.
Adrian,
we never
can you turn
fin-
your ringer off?
We didn't finish answering the question how we all ended up, how the four of us ended up. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm still waiting.
I went
on
off on Moab.
Well, we started doing trips. She took me to Utah, and that's been a yearly thing, at least every year. Then we got it to where we started taking local trips. I say local, like Texas, other
Yeah.
places. Then we brought Soki in, right? Yeah, Soki first.
As
On
if
a
they're
trip.
adopting these adults.
Yeah. Yeah. You tell your version and then I'll tell mine.
So it was Soki first, and she started going on trips with us. And then we thought, okay, hey, what about Gladys? Because she's kind of cool too.
I'm like, who
And
that
then you
bitch?
actually went on a trip with her and you're
Who
like,
dat?
damn it.
But Soki, I knew Soki from the gym, from CrossFit, but I knew Soki before that. Met her in 2009 through a friend of a friend, mutual friends. Separate from her, met her before her for Jess.
Wait, so you said, so you knew her, but y'all didn't hang out?
Yes, I knew of her, of
Okay,
Soki.
gotcha.
I knew of Soki, but we didn't start really hanging out until CrossFit.
Gotcha.
And then Jess came to CrossFit, met Soki,
Yeah.
and took trips. Then Gladys came along, started coming to CrossFit, added Gladys to the circle. That's it.
Okay, that's her version.
Let's
Okay.
hear the real
Can you
version.
hear my version? That's the nice version. That's the nice. Oh, we've been
Sweet.
just friends forever. Yeah.
Adapting adults.
Yeah. So let's just, women are scary. Women are bitches. Okay. So
I've
we
heard.
were really tight for a long time. And I'm from Utah. We used to hike around like Squabble Creek and Rockwall and stuff like that. And we were training for, I think, Moab or one of the races. No, it wasn't Moab. It was way before that. And I was like, hey, but we were on a trail training. And I was like, hey, have you ever been like not here, like hiking or on a trail? She's like, not really, a little bit in Washington, a little bit here and there, whatever. I'm like, well, you should come up to Utah. And so that's when we started going up there. So it was like maybe 6 or 7 years in a row. Every September we'd go up and watch the fall colors change, all that stuff, and come back. Well, then we were going to go on this. I found it was a whiskey. What was it called? It was like a whiskey tasting event thing, a whiskey event, we'll call it.
Whiskey Festival.
Yeah.
Some sort.
That in Austin, right? So I was like, we should go do this. And she was just sort of coming around to whiskey, So she was like, yeah, let's do that. Yeah. So we're going, she's like, hey, we should invite Soki. And I knew Soki from the gym, but I didn't like know her. She was one of the coaches and I talked to her, but I didn't know her that well. I wasn't like friends. And because women are bitches, I was like, I don't know if we need to invite anybody else. I think we're good. And she's like, no, it's Soki. She's cool. And I'm like, my butt cheeks are clenched big time. I don't think it's a long drive. And if it doesn't work,
Just like
we're all
letting you
share.
people.
Bitches.
So
In general.
to that, and then not
I
only,
wrong?
but no,
Okay.
but you're also adding this person to an actual trip.
Yeah.
You already have to worry about whether you can travel with people.
Well, she's been traveling with her forever. It's fine.
I mean,
not
with
with
her,
Soki.
yes. But then I'm like, well, it's your friend. So I don't know. She's
If
like,
shit
she's
hits
cool.
the fan,
Stop it.
be mad at you too. That's
Yeah, yeah.
that's how that ends up.
Yeah. She's
Well,
like, no, it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
There's people that you are friends with for a very long time that
That I won't travel with.
That a trip will ruin that relationship.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's true.
So not knowing somebody and going to travel with,
That's true.
That's
That's a
a
lot.
double whammy.
Okay. Well, thanks for backing me up, guys.
Yeah,
I don't feel
absolutely.
so like,
For the record, I didn't back you up. I'll
oh, okay. That's fine too.
Let's
I was
go.
just like,
if it sucks, we
It's
won't do it
Soki.
again.
She's fine. She's
I'm like,
cool.
oh my God. It was scary.
So you were pretty
so-
confident that this was going to go well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
was.
I'm like,
I was.
okay, we're doing it. All right. So it was great. Like the whole way there, I'm like, oh, this bitch is cool. I like her. I actually do. I like her. This
See?
is cool. Yeah, that's good. I was like, otherwise, you're in trouble. Okay. This is not. So yeah, we do that. We go on a couple trips, and then Soki is like, we should invite Gladys. We were going somewhere, Austin.
It was Austin again.
or something.
It was Austin.
And she's like, we should invite Gladys. I'm like, who dat? I don't know. She goes to a different time at the gym. Like, I think I had seen her, and I'm like, she's kind of funny. She's that loud Mexican, right? Like, she's that one that's always like laughing and cracking jokes. I don't know. I don't know her. But, and again, I'm like, clenching my butt cheeks.
know her?
Like, why are we inviting more bitches?
Because I was coaching at the gym.
Inviting more
She was a member at the gym.
Why?
Why are we inviting more bitches?
Yeah, I literally am like, why? And then,
I could feel the tension in
yeah,
you when you say that.
it was
She looks
real.
tense.
It was,
Just I'm like,
Just remembering it.
it
Are
was
you
real.
okay?
It was for real. It was bad. It was bad.
Bitch, come on.
I know. And that's what she did. Basically, it was like, it's fine. She's hilarious. She's funny. And Soki's like, oh my God, you don't know her? Like, what? No, I go to the 10 a.m. She goes to whatever time. I don't know. I don't know her. So we all get in the car and we all go, and she's the best. She's like my favorite now. So I don't know.
Damn.
Kidding.
Who's the OG too,
She's
man?
That's what
gonna
happens
need
when you
more
bring other people
whiskey.
around. Somebody's always
See?
trying to be better than you. So.
fucked up.
She is fantastic. And I think it was that trip that actually on the way down there that we came up with our little group name, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And it was just by default. It's just all the way it happened. But yeah, ever since then, it's.
So what year was that?
Yeah, I'm not good at years. Was it like 4 years ago? It was way before COVID. So, well, one of the times we went to Austin was during COVID. So maybe it was a
18
year
or
before
19.
that.
So maybe 19.
Yeah, it checks out. That's around the time we stopped seeing Gladys come around our family functions.
That right? Yeah.
Stopped hanging out with us.
You know,
Like, I got these
bitches
other
are cool.
friends.
Bitches aren't bitches over here. I mean, we are, but we're our own bitches, so it's fine. Yeah.
I guess.
It's fine. Yeah, just cool kids. That was probably about right. 18, 19, something like that. Yeah, and mom's the word. Here we are. Now everybody's locked in.
But you can't add anybody else, though, because then you need a bigger car.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's, to try to get everybody to Utah, because we go hiking up there, and we, last year, well, I guess it's been a little over a year ago, my husband and I got a cabin in the mountains there, and my brother and sister-in-law went in on it with us. So they come up and hang out at the cabin and do stupid girl shit, and I kick everybody else out. Like, no boys, no kids, nobody. And we just have at it.
What do girls do on girls' trips?
That's something you don't
I don't
ask.
think we're supposed to tell.
Are you a girl?
Pillow fights.
Then you don't.
Yeah, pillow
Really?
fights. Yeah, pillow fights. That's it. Yeah.
You're not a girl.
We sit around and talk shit about guys.
I hope you don't talk
We
about
talk
guys
about
at
all the
all.
shit
Wait.
that y'all do to piss us off.
It's like the opposite sometimes, because sometimes we're like, I don't want to talk about that shit. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
want
what
to
I
just
mean,
go
I'm-
have fun.
Yeah.
It depends. It depends on the trip. It just depends.
Interesting.
I mean, but we all come back like with the world's problems solved.
Of course.
In our lives.
Otherwise, you failed. It was a failed trip.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, we
Definitely.
always come back refreshed.
like resolve and
The important thing is that you always come back.
Yeah, I mean, I
fall off a
don't
cliff or
always
something,
come
you know,
back.
like,
I mean, yeah, I don't always come back, but they do. I send them back.
You're like, all right, y'all got to go now.
Hey, bye.
Yeah. Nice.
Y'all got to go make more money so you can come back again.
So, did I tell y'all last week that I was going to the symphony this last weekend?
No.
Do you remember were you here for my
Christmas experience? Yes.
Brent?
Did you ever find a support
No, I
group?
didn't find a support group. Okay, I know you remember now. I don't know if y'all listen, but I went to watch the Trans-Siberian Orchestra around Christmas
They're
time.
amazing. I haven't seen them in person, but
Me neither.
Well,
Okay.
you have to
There
hear
you go.
his
Then you're in my club.
experience.
I
Okay.
had the same idea. It's going to be fucking great.
Now
Been
he needs a
listening to
support
them
group.
forever.
uh-oh.
I went on a whole rant about it. It was really disappointing. Like, they really let me down.
Oh, no.
We'll never do it again. I'll still listen to them because I'll come on the radio and they're fucking great.
They are.
So I went to the
Wow.
actual orchestra, to the symphony orchestra, to listen to Beethoven's Fifth, because I've never seen it performed live before. And
Nice.
they did not disappoint. It was fucking amazing. Everything I thought it would be. I just thought I'd share that with
Hold
you guys.
on.
'Cause-
I
That's
have
cool.
questions.
Uh-huh.
Did you walk in with a this is going to be badass, or did you walk in like,
fucking
you know
Beethoven.
what,
Yeah,
am
I walked in
I
with this is
going
gonna
to
be
fucking
badass.
get disappointed
No.
because of the other disappointment? Okay. Okay.
You
I
had
had a good
a
attitude.
renewed mind.
Yeah.
Valid question.
good.
Because I like the orchestra regardless, but this was special because it's
orchestra.
fucking Beethoven's Fifth. Like, it's one of the most famous pieces ever written, right?
That's
so
pretty cool.
That is cool.
That's cool.
I could appreciate that for sure.
So it was the other one. It was a them, not a you.
Oh, most definitely. I don't care what anybody says. They sucked.
This is why you needed to
Oh,
find the
that
support group,
sucks.
sir.
Was it like where you were sitting or something?
No, yeah.
Or just,
Bought nice, good seats because I was really excited about it. It was just,
Man.
I'll tell you all about it sometime. I won't go into
That
it again because I've
sucks.
spent the whole hour talking about it.
you were very
It was
upset.
very
very,
upset.
very
It was
upset.
very
Oh, wow.
upset.
I would have been.
I was very upset.
Yeah.
But so
Wow.
this time we went, right, and it's, I don't know if, have you been to the symphony? Have you all
No.
been to the symphony? The Meyerson?
Not here, like in Utah. Yeah,
Okay.
they have like a Capitol Theater out there.
If it's like it's one of those places where technically they're not supposed to let you in if you show up late
Okay.
because it's,
Yeah.
It's disrespectful.
well, not only that, it's like you can hear everything in that place. It's
Oh,
built for
yeah.
sound. Like the orchestra's not mic'd
a
up, they're just
distraction.
playing. It's a distraction.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there and these two ladies walk in late. I don't know why they let them in, but whatever, they let them in. They told them just stand there until they finish this piece and then, go to your seats. Well, they're wearing heels. It's a girls' night. You could tell. They're going out and partying after this because they're dressed for it.
yeah.
And they probably started drinking before they got there.
I was just going to say,
Most
why?
likely.
So they got there late to begin with. It's one of those things where you go and it's like they play for an hour and then there's a 20-minute intermission and then they come back and they play the second half or whatever. The second half. It's like it's a game.
Was there a halftime show?
Yeah. So they stood there and then they tell you very clearly, and this is like a known thing, you can't take pictures, you can't take video. You sit there and you fucking watch.
The first thing they do is take pictures.
Yes.
Oh,
They finally stop. They play the first piece and then they're like walking down with their heels and they front row seats, of course. And they walk in front of everybody, sit down, and then this lady's leaving or going to the restroom or something, and she gets up, and the lady won't, like the one trying to leave can't get out because this lady won't move. Finally, she stands up, and she didn't want to move because she had her fucking phone. She was recording the whole time. Like, I'm like, all right, lady, whatever. We get to intermission. They go outside, obviously get more drinks. They come back in late again. They give you 3 warnings.
Wow.
They have like church bells fucking ringing, like it's 10-minute warning, 5-minute warning. Get to your seats. That's it. That's my rap. Like,
wow.
I get it.
You said that they had front row seats.
Yeah. Not front row seats, front row in that section.
Ah, okay.
Because we weren't like at the front. No, fuck, that would have been ridiculous.
But that's where my mind was going. Were they just? Are they suite members of some sort?
No. The
Where
suite members
they
there
just
are old rich people from fucking Highland Park.
That's where I thought they were part of that type of crowd.
And those people are actually very respectful and they just fucking show up on time and just sit there.
Well, I'm sure they pay a pretty penny to be there
Yeah,
for
it's
that.
not that expensive, really.
Oh.
I mean,
well, I thought like if they were members of some sort.
relatively speaking.
What's expensive?
Like our tickets were $75 to $80 per ticket.
That's not bad.
And it's like second tier or whatever. Yeah.
Not for what you went to go listen to.
You're watching like world-class musicians play really good shit, right?
Yeah.
If you're into that, but yeah.
Like uninterrupted, but interrupted.
Interrupted, a little bit.
Yeah, that part sucks.
But I guess when you go watch something like that, you kind of expect it because it's like people only go to these things when it's like the big pieces like that one or like the Christmas shows or whatever. That's always packed. You go any other time of year, there's open seats anywhere and they're a lot cheaper. But anyway.
Yeah.
I just want to say this orchestra didn't disappoint.
I'm glad it wasn't a you because kind of thought last time was a you.
Well, that's good.
I'm telling you. Well, y'all should go next year. Watch the Trans-Siberian Orchestra and come back and let us know.
I mean, it doesn't sound like...
It's me. It's not them.
No, I said find a support group because I wanted to know if other people had the same experience because he had legit like...
I mean, maybe they just had an off night. You know, both of my boys they're adults, but they're both musicians, and there's just times that they're like where we're just off.
Yeah.
We were off. The whole band was off.
It happens.
You know, a lot of times we don't notice, but you can tell.
They can sense it.
And I did say that I thought a lot of it had to do with it being. Do y'all go to concerts? Are you like concerts?
Oh yeah.
Do you like going to concerts in Dallas?
Yeah, I mean,
I've been.
A lot of the ones we go to, my husband is huge for like the underdog, like music that people haven't even heard of.
That's the best.
And they're in smaller venues like Deep Ellum. They've been at like the Factory and stuff like that. I mean,
well, that's
decent
not that bad,
size.
but like I'm talking about like big
but
concerts.
we've been to some big ones too.
Pitbull.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Pitbull?
we all have gone to Pitbull
Every year.
What?
like around Christmas.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I remember Gladys going to Pitbull with y'all. That's
Yep.
right. Yeah.
Yep. She didn't get to go last year. I don't
Such
know
a
what was
trip.
going on. I think Valerie had soccer or something, but yeah, so that's our thing.
I think Dallas crowds suck. If you've ever been to a show somewhere else and then you go to a show in Dallas, which I've been to a ton of shows in Dallas, like a lot.
Yeah.
Dallas people are just Dallas people. They're there for themselves, not necessarily the show most of the time. They'll sit there and talk through it. There's like no energy in the crowd. That's why we don't usually get like good encores because the artist is like, fuck y'all.
Well, you know, the one that I go to, I haven't for the last couple of years, but Jason Aldean, and the only way I see him is in the pit. So it's a show right there. I don't care what anybody else is doing. I'm in the pit.
You can't see the rest of the people in the back.
Yeah.
They're a shit show.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
I mean, and then like Cody Jinks, Cody Jinks puts on a good show. And
there are certain shows that
crowd's
draw
pretty decent.
certain types of people that are just like there to have a good time, and those are good shows. I've been to shows like that too. But in general, the bigger the artist, the shittier the crowd.
I could,
You know what I mean?
I can think of a couple
There's people
that were
that
kind of
go
like
just to say that they went, not necessarily to watch the show. But anyway, the crowd at this Trans-Siberian Orchestra was like what I consider a typical Dallas crowd. This is you know them. You know their music. It's very high energy. It's very like, and it requires like, it's a give and take, right? I'm putting this out for you, but I need some energy back. Well, there was no energy coming back. And I think that kind of killed the show a little bit too. So maybe that was it. I don't know.
Thing. I bet that's a thing.
So
But that affected
y'all
them.
should really go check them out and let me know what you think.
I want
I'd be
to.
interested to see it.
No, I would
Maybe-
be too. That's what I'm saying. That you had legitimate concerns. I'm not trying to knock your concerns.
It sounded like it.
But no,
He needs more wine because he's very upset with
being with three women is really getting to you, isn't it?
I usually stop sweating after the first 10 minutes.
a lot of estrogen up in here. A lot of bitches. What do you do?
Yeah.
What else you got, Adriana?
Well, I was going to ask.
Oh, Gladys is texting right now. Good Lord.
Is she giving
She's
you
like,
ideas?
be nice to my friends because they
Pretty
will
much.
shank you. They are absolutely fucking crazy bitches.
You know what's crazy? She didn't know. Like, I was expecting her to. No, she didn't text me and tell me not to be me.
Oh.
Because I'm usually
okay.
much more of an asshole.
Oh, she knows
I'm
we
being
got
nice.
this.
She's outnumbered.
Yeah, we got
I'm being careful. That's what I'm
We're
doing.
the olds of the group, okay?
He's right.
We're the oldies.
He's right. He's
Yeah.
typically a lot more aggressive.
Oh, well, bring it on. We got this.
Well, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What do y'all want to know?
What's the most important relationship in your life?
Well, I'm going to say definitely my relationship with God and next my husband. I know that's like the answer that everyone just expects, but it's actually true. It's
I mean, if
very
it's true,
like,
it's true. You can't-
it's to me, it's definitely like God, marriage, kids, and then everything else. And that's how I try to keep it. I mean, sometimes I want to beat the shit out of some kids, even though they're older.
You
But
ever want to beat the shit out of God?
yeah, if I'm being honest, yeah, he's heard some words that he probably didn't.
I totally
didn't
agree.
ask for. You didn't ask for those.
ask for, didn't even equip me with, but I found them. You know, it was one of those things. Yeah.
Cool.
But we're good right now. We're good.
I feel like as
I'm
long as
mad.
things are good,
Yeah.
your relationship with God is good, right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, right.
It's only when
should
shit goes
always
south,
be
you're like,
good.
God damn
but
it.
did you not hear when I asked? Yeah.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, you twisted my words.
What about you?
Same thing. Same.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I know
It's-
that sounds super boring, but,
that's
it's
what
literally
connects
Yeah.
us. That's what's made us like sisters. We always say it's always we're the sisters from another mister.
Yep.
We're
We're
just-
the Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Okay.
So that's, full retard. Yeah. Or as my brother says, retard with a hard R. That's, yeah. He'll appreciate that if he ever watches this podcast.
Well, he better. You need to
You
share
have
it
to
with
share
him.
I pay
it.
attention.
You have to share it. They have to like it.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah.
What was the question?
The most important relationship in your life.
Well, now
They listen, so you better.
I know. Now she's like, I have to
That's how she's
answer.
thinking about it.
Like,
that's.
you don't want to answer like an
Well, it's-
asshole now.
I don't want to answer like the answers they just gave.
You don't want to say the
but-
same thing.
Well, it's not. That's why it kind of sounds ugly because it's not the same thing. But my
We ain't judging. We're all bitches here.
here.
I mean, he's in the club now.
I've been called a little bitch before.
It'd have to be with my husband.
Okay, fuck your kids. Cool.
No,
I'm
it's
kidding.
just you.
Fuck
You
them
have
kids.
to. Yes,
our saying,
yes,
so.
yes, and no. I mean, yes, of course, but it's just you. Once your kids get older, you're still married. Sometimes.
So sometimes
In most
Sometimes.
cases, in some cases, yeah.
your
But
husband
if-
can leave you. Your kids can't. I mean, they can, but they're still your kids.
Your kids are supposed to leave you.
But they're still your kids.
Yes, but they're supposed to leave you. You can't rely on your
Okay, but
kids.
stop focusing on that.
Okay.
Focus on the part where your
Just
husband
saying.
can leave you and he's no longer your husband.
Sure.
Your kids will always be your kids.
Exactly. They'll always be my kids.
I think you're missing the point I'm trying to make.
They'll always
We
be.
all agree on this.
Yeah.
This is good.
It's I don't know. The most important is the relationship that I have with my husband, and then it's kids, and then it's everything else.
That I'm just gonna play devil's advocate here because my answer would probably be the fucking same. But that would say to me that if you had to choose, you would choose your husband over your kids.
Ooh.
So
that's
you're. Damn it,
I mean, isn't that if
made
it's
it
the
very
most important
complicated.
relationship in your life, that means you would choose that relationship over others.
Others, not including my kid, because it's like you have your husband, and it's your husband and your kids, right? But it's in certain situations, it is you are supposed to put your husband over your kids.
Yeah.
In certain situations,
Agree.
and that goes with in certain situations. Yes, you
things
put
being
your
equal,
kids.
though.
You put your kids above your husband.
Right. But all things being equal, it's just God comes down and says you have to choose one or the other.
Oh, what do you mean?
Ouch.
Now you just opened a whole nother.
Wow.
Yeah, what do you guys have to say about that?
Oh, you passing the question.
She's passing it back.
Dang
Passing
it.
it back.
Punt. Your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Well, so there was a.
Yeah, I hope my husband doesn't watch because I'm going to look like a major asshole. That's a hard one.
What I don't remember where I saw this,
I hope your kids don't listen.
I know, right?
but it was it was a situation where, and I don't remember how this even came up, but it was like discussed amongst a few people, where it was a scenario of it was a husband, he had his kid, his son, and his wife. He had to save one. And I'm not talking about I'm not talking about like a newborn. I'm not talking about like in the labor process.
An adult child.
Not even an adult child, like just a child, maybe
Existing-
under the age of 10.
Kid.
An existing kid. That's not a newborn, but also not 20.
A developed seed.
I'd say one or the other.
Who would you save because this particular person's
And it's your wife or your child?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'd save my child 100% of the time.
Well, the husband chose the wife.
That's, wow. Okay. To each his own, I
And
guess.
his reasoning behind, and that's why I'm saying I don't remember where this was, because it was discussed, but I don't remember the story behind it or like where the story came from. But it was where the husband picked his wife and they asked him, what do you mean? Because I want to say his son was 7. Like his son was like, this is an actual story. And he said that he picked his wife because he couldn't pick both of them. And he just ended up just grabbing onto his wife in this situation and letting go of his son. And they asked him, they're like, well, how the hell why would you do that? Like, what? And he's like, his reasoning behind that is he's like, I can always have another child. He's like, I can't have another wife. He's like, I can't.
Does he not know how it works?
Yeah, it was, but that's
heart-wrenching.
It was deep where it's like, oh shit. And he's like, I can't imagine living my life with my son without my wife here.
Okay.
That's
I
a lot of
guess.
quick thinking when in the moment, you know?
Right. And it's like, well, I don't think my first reaction would be that. I genuinely don't.
He didn't like his kid.
Mine would be my kid for sure.
Something.
At
But
that
that's
age,
what
it
I'm
would be my
saying.
kid because
They have a whole life ahead
his
of
wife
them.
is an adult. She can carry on and take care.
But that's what I'm
a
saying.
child.
Where I'm with you. Where I don't think my first reaction would be to save my husband.
No.
It would be to save my
Wait.
kid.
Your first reaction has to be to save the most important relationship in your life. That's what I don't get.
You asked what's the most important relationship.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the one that I have with my husband.
Yeah.
But if we are talking about a life and death situation, I am picking my kids.
Because
They're young and they still have more
And they
life to live.
yes.
Like, I
Where
don't-
my
that's-
husband, if that was his end, that was his end.
Sorry.
I know that sounds really
But he's
bad.
also an adult. He's an
He's an
adult who can, if it came down to it, if he had to
Save yourself.
the child can't save themselves because it's a child.
That's a tough one.
I've had that question with like a group of friends, and we all had more than one kid. I have 2 daughters, and the question is, if they're both hanging over a cliff and you got one in each hand, which one do you let go of?
Oh my gosh.
These are scenarios
At the time
every
that the scenario came up, Olivia was, I think, 1 or 2. So I said I'd let go of Olivia, and they're both my daughters.
Why would
But
you like,
it was a really quick.
Baby.
I have at this time, 15-year relationship with my older daughter. And Olivia doesn't have a personality. I don't really know her yet. I mean, I love her to death. But if I had to choose, it was an easy choice for me.
That wouldn't
I
be
see
an
your
easy
point,
choice.
At this point,
I
I don't know. It would be a
just
much harder
be-
choice now. She's 12. The other was 25. Like, you know, it's completely different.
Known
I
one
don't
longer
know.
than the other.
I probably whichever one slips out first. I don't know.
Oh God.
But I don't think I could choose at this point. But when the question was asked a long time ago, it was easy.
Easy.
And that don't think it matters when you ask that question. If it's my wife or one of my daughters, I'm saving my daughters. Like,
Right.
and I think Yvette knows that, and I think she would choose the same.
But that's what I was gonna say. Where I'm sure that Yvette would choose the same.
Yeah.
Where
And I would expect her to.
and it's not against. That doesn't mean she doesn't love you. You don't love her. It has nothing to do with that. It's
It's
just
a matter
more
of survival. Who's going to be able to survive on their own and who's not?
Yeah.
Well, if I drop her off that cliff you were hanging off the sidewalk, she's not surviving.
I know how to get there if you ever need to know. But
You suggesting
you
I get rid
don't
of one
know
of my
me.
daughters?
You don't know me.
Or the wife. Which one?
Never met me. I think if it was one of those things where you had the choice, like if he had to save me or one of our kids, I would definitely be like, save them, save one
Yeah,
of
but what
them
do
or
you think
whoever.
you would
get-
choose?
I think he would choose me. My
Really?
husband in particular, I think he would. He's a damn good man. Like, I don't deserve him, really. I mean, honestly.
It's not that great a dad, though,
I
apparently.
mean, but I think he is that like he just I don't know. I don't think I
So
would
you
have
think
to
he would've-
beg and
You think he would have done what this other dad did, where he chose his wife over his
I
son? Okay.
I do. Sorry, mic drop. I can't drop it. It's hooked to the
Please
thing.
don't.
But yeah, I think he
What about
would.
yours?
I think he would do the same. He would,
Really?
because mine are older. My kids are older.
I'm like, fuck them.
Well, mine are
Well,
too.
because he
but
would look at it like they're grown enough to take care of themselves. They're
Well, you
grown
can't.
enough.
We're
And
talking
that's-
hanging over a cliff here. We're not like you
But
can't.
there's so
mean-
many scenarios where it could be. That's why this is a stupid question.
I mean, you got to be a
Next
stupid
question.
motherfucker to be hanging off the ledge anyway.
Did y'all ever watch the Good Son?
Yes,
The movie?
that's what I
That's
thought
where the
of.
movie. That's where the question came from.
Now, so you're saying that if you had a son like
Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin, which was Satan,
No, I'd let that fucker go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on. She
That
knew by
one-
then.
yes,
She
That
knew by
one's
then,
going
so.
down. Yeah,
yeah, that's a very good movie. Very old, but
it is.
that was a good
Yeah, and
movie.
we just aged ourselves, big time.
I'm 25.
I'm 30.
Exactly. See,
Yeah, me too. I'm
So
in between there.
According to AI, the most important relationship can be subjective, of course, but it is
Depending on-
generally the relationship with your significant other or spouse.
it should be.
And
I think.
then down here it
My opinion.
says the one you have with yourselves.
Yes.
Oh,
That one's
that's even
important
deeper.
too.
That
Yeah,
one's
that one's
more-
even deeper.
That's
That's a
important
good
too.
one. That's a
But
really important
going
one.
back to the spouse, because your kids, again, when they're grown and they're gone, and they are gone, it's you and your husband,
Yes.
and whether you survive or not.
And I think that's, I have seen for myself where, and maybe this is a cultural thing, where women have a tendency of clinging on to their kids and not prioritizing the relationship that they have with their spouse. And in the end, they lose, in my opinion, because it's your kids. And this is something that I feel like I've had this conversation with a few people, and they kind of look at me like I'm crazy, but it's like, you don't. Yes, prioritize your kids, but no, don't prioritize your kids.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Because
definitely
at
guilty
the-
of that.
At the end of the day, your kids are going to leave. Like, your kids are going to make their own life, as they should. Like, your job.
Your job as a parent is to help grow them, push them out the door, and say, "Okay,
Absolutely. And come
There you
back
go.
to me
It's
if
to prepare them to be
prepare them.
Yeah, okay.
prepare
Yes.
Yeah,
them.
prepare them first and then shove them out the door.
Prepare
Yeah.
them.
Just push 'em out.
Prepare them to be a successful adult. And you know what? Once you're at the point whatever that point is, you will come back home and sure to visit or, whatever. But at the end of the day, the goal is to spread your wings. Bye. And I feel like Mexicans in general, they cling on to their kids as if it's.
Well, it's a family thing, not just your kids. We cling on to our families.
Sure. But I think they cling so much where it's like your kid is not meant to be with you like that forever. Like they're not one anymore type thing. And then they don't prioritize their own relationship with their spouse. And then that goes to shit. So now you don't have your kids or your husband. So it's like having kids screws you over, essentially.
Well, my husband and I came together. He had one, I had two from priors, and came together. And I was like, I would like to have a kid with you. I want a baby. Bam, it happens.
Fucking stud.
He's so tall. She didn't stand a chance. She didn't stand a chance. It was going to happen.
Is that what it takes?
I mean, bam. It was probably just like that. I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't know her yet. But
it was probably just like that.
Oh, God.
So coming together, you come together with kids. We started off right off the get-go with kids. We did not get to experience each other without kids. And now we're at that place. Our kids are grown and we're having to learn each other. But that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to raise your kids and let them go.
Yes.
And that's who is there and you're left with. You're left with your husband.
And you're either going to...
For your next...
Determine... I think that's like the breaking point, at least in some of the divorces that I've seen, where it's like, oh, your kids just went to college. You guys hate each other and now you're getting divorced. Mm-hmm. Or it's like, oh, like y'all spent so much time. Like I get it, but now it's you guys, and it's broken. Like they don't like each other.
Yeah, that relationship just wasn't established enough because the kids were made priority. And I think that for me, I mean, I'm guilty of in certain circumstances of making a kid, in particular, one of them priority.
The favorite. There's always one.
It's just the one that's, it's like the squeaky wheel, whichever one's causing the most ruckus, right? So I don't know. I think it just depends. I think it can be very situational. I don't think that I always prioritize a kid or the kids over the husband, but I think that it just depends on what's going on. Yeah. Once everybody's good, I mean, they're adults, but they're still young adults. Once everybody's good and set, I'm out. I'm going to go, be with my husband, whatever. So he spends a lot of time up in Utah at the property, and I'm here a lot because my business is here. My kids are here. Everything's here. So I go back and forth a lot. But, and he travels, so he's not always up there. So it's kind of like a back and forth. But I have to feel like everything is okay here with the kids before I can leave. And I just think it's a protective thing. Well, I don't think it's
a maternal thing.
It's not a maternal thing.
It's a maternal.
I think it is.
Why? Because you don't have it.
It's a bitch thing. It's a bitch thing.
You have a maternal instinct.
That's why I'm saying it's not a maternal instinct. It's just an instinct.
A parent instinct. Is that better?
Instinct, yes.
The parent instinct.
I mean, it's kind of what you're supposed to do, right? Take care of your kids.
Yeah. I mean,
it doesn't come naturally.
You're in a bad situation because of he has to travel and all that stuff, but I don't think it's wrong that you do that.
I think it just ebbs and flows. It's situational. Yeah. There's other times that I just have to be more concentrated on this kid or that kid with whatever the situation. And then once it's handled, all right, everybody good? Everybody got your poop in a group. I'm going.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is the older they get, it doesn't get easier?
No.
Fuck.
Nope. I mean, you have more moments of, yes, it's easier. But then when there are issues, they're bigger. They're so much bigger.
Yeah, I mean,
so it just depends on
everywhere.
It stinks.
They don't poop everywhere, but okay.
It's just kind of a shitty deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
an actual.
And then
But-
you get a shitty deal.
They don't shit themselves as much when they're older.
As much.
At
Depends on
least
their
you don't
drinking
know
habits,
about
but
it.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's situational for sure.
So, what did we solve here? Nothing.
Parenting sucks.
Fuck
It's
the-
just
I like
hard.
parenting.
Fuck them kids. Yeah, it's hard.
For the record, I've never prioritized my kids. So if it sounded like I did, I never
And
did.
I thought we were bitches. I don't know.
No,
I mean, it's all good.
I never. We never stopped doing the things we did before we had kids.
I think that's
after we had
good.
kids. So
Keep each other.
yeah,
That's
Priority.
good. But
our kids just really good at bars. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
You raise them right.
Yeah.
They don't know the difference, so it's good.
I think it just depends on the situation.
Yeah. Here we go. I don't have any family or friends. Take care of my
I
kids.
do have family. I do have family. Do have friends.
Here.
I have some of those too.
We've had this conversation before.
I know.
All right. Moving on.
It's a situational thing.
Situational. See?
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Adrian, you got anything?
Do you know who this is?
I don't. That's why I was trying to see what. Yes, I do.
No.
Go on.
Can't say I
Adrian's
do.
showing us a picture of some random lady.
Joe, you don't know who this is?
No.
Nobody?
I do. I don't know her name, but I know the situation. Well, I somewhat know the situation.
It's the lady from New York that went to Pakistan
Mm-hmm.
and started taking over the country.
Wow. What? Incognito?
So she's 30. She's a 33-year-old that met a 19-year-old online, and she traveled to Pakistan to marry this guy, I guess.
She likes him young.
Oh.
And and he like just ghosted her, but she knows where he lives. And then she was waiting outside their house for days, like just waiting for him to come out or whatever.
She's psycho.
Open the door. I don't know, whatever.
Open the door.
And they ended up just leaving. So she just went in the house, started living there, and then she just started demanding. She just started demanding stuff from the government and money, and they're giving it to her.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
very strange.
You
It's
just-
very, very strange. Considering.
what?
Yeah.
She's taken over Pakistan. She
They left and she's like, well, I live here now?
Yes.
That's, wow.
and she's like, she's getting interviewed, and she's just like, I'm asking for $100K. I need $20K by this week in my pocket
what?
and cash. And that's a demand to the government, and they're giving it to her. Like,
Is that
they're
all we
giving her
need to
the money.
do?
Based off of
It's
what,
like,
though?
Because
I mean, what's interesting is how anti-female some of these countries can be.
I need to know.
But yet they're
I
gonna
need- I
hand
need
her
to
the-
look into this
There you go.
later.
yeah.
Oh,
Hand it
Nisha
over.
Andrew Robinson.
Okay, I need you to text it to me.
She and that's she's
It
she's
looks like
very
Ouija. It looks like Ouija.
she's very much like the American. What do they call that? The American. What is it called? That where they say that Americans are very
entitled.
where Americans have this chip on their shoulder. They have this chip on their shoulder when they go to other countries. Americans are known for that. Where
having
it's
a
like
chip on their shoulder?
Yes, because it's like I'm from America. You have to do what I say,
I don't
as
think you know what
opposed
having a chip on
to
your shoulder means.
okay, define it.
I think you think she's entitled. That's what you're trying to say.
When people, my point is, she comes across as very entitled.
Yeah.
Yes, because she's American, and she's going to this country that is not very like women don't run these countries.
Yeah. They're like the lesser
Yes.
gender
Not
or whatever.
Pakistan, I don't think. I mean, I'm not saying they're fucking super liberal, but they're not like, some of the other countries.
Well,
Anyway, what's your point?
and she, the weird part is that they're listening to her.
Oh,
Like
yeah, I
she's
guess
coming
I have-
across
I-
very
how-
American, where it's
Where did
like
you hear about this? I haven't heard about this.
Fulfilling her
I
demand.
did.
TikTok, duh.
no, I
TikTok.
I don't have TikTok.
I was just gonna say, did you delete your app?
I'm the only one that doesn't.
I deleted
What's,
it.
Yeah.
Why?
No.
I've never had it.
I deleted the
I
app.
had one,
just-
but you just didn't really use it because it was for the gym or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
we had to have it for the gym.
And so it wasn't like,
Do you have a MySpace? Mm-hmm. Do you still have a MySpace?
That doesn't exist anymore.
Probably out
It
there
was
somewhere.
there for a long time, and people just didn't use it.
it's probably just chilling out there somewhere.
So
I
yeah.
don't. I'm not one to get on my phone and scroll through videos.
that's
Oh,
what
you
you've never been on
haven't
TikTok?
gotten the addiction.
We know
You-
because Soki and I, we have group, we have the BBDs, we have group chats in
Wait, you have to what?
Wait, I was just
Group
going to ask
chats.
that. The
the.
BBDs?
So, I mean, that's our name, our group name. Whatever.
Oh, BBDs.
Yeah.
What?
BBDs. So
But
different
bitches-
story.
Yeah.
But
Wait, I'm here for it.
I'm like, bitches, do
Wait, what time
download.
is it?
What do we?
Big.
I don't think we could explain
Black.
it
No,
on
hey,
Yeah,
this
you try.
platform. No, I don't know if there's enough ways to like. I don't think we can. I think it's gonna have to be off camera, off audio, off everything.
Yes.
Off the record, fine.
Yes, on the record. Mhm.
So we'll tell you later. Yeah. You can just use your imagination right now. But
I am. And then him on the damn mic over there. I'm listening.
he's punching
He's
it
looking
in
at my
Google,
face while I'm
Just guessing. I
BBD.
don't know.
Don't put BBD in Google.
Do not,
It's
please.
not that. It's not that.
What?
No,
Don't do it.
don't do
No,
it. Don't
fact
do it.
checker. No.
But we have, in the, our DMs or whatever, we have the little groups. We have like an Instagram, so we send each other reels. It's really just Soki and I talking all the time, and TikTok too. And so if we'll finally go on a
Well,
trip.
that makes me feel a lot better. Because I'm in a couple of
'Cause-
group texts with Gladys, and she never participates. So it's,
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Gladys are the ones that least participate.
They don't
okay.
know shit that's
Even though
going on.
There's
We're
always
the
that one
original.
person.
We're the original, but
Yeah.
Oh, there's always that one person in the group or two people in the group that do not participate.
yeah. I'm sorry. you were
Every
saying-
now and
I
then they
interrupted
pop
you.
in and they're like
You say
talking
they
crap,
don't-
and we're like,
they don't-
what are you
It's
talking?
just you two, and then you go on trips, and
So yeah, we'll go on trips. So I'm like, Soki and I are passing each other back and forth stuff. We're still on there, even though we're all going to bed, right? So, and we're like, y'all, we're funny. Y'all should open.
y'all just don't know
They're
how funny
freaking
you are.
really.
Yeah.
And so they do. They're like, fine. They go and open it, and they are like pissing them pants, laughing
Yes.
because they're like,
I
it's
understand.
funny.
I
like, see,
understand.
it's funny. You guys are just ignoring us. So I'm sending reels that are us, but then some I'm like, this is really for you, Soki. These other bitches don't even care. They're not even looking at it. They'll never see it.
I do
They're
understand.
behind in all the friend homework. Like there are so many reels that they have not seen.
I might have to go in there and I'm, hold please, and I have to go through this 50 messages, and I'm like, what? Go to bed.
I'm in a few groups as well, and my husband is that person. My husband will not read any of it. Like, he will miss the entire conversation, and he'll look at me like, what? Like, and that's it. Like, where he's like, what? Like, what are you, what? And
my
I'll have to
gosh.
catch him up, because he is that one person where I'm like, you know what? You're not invited. You're not invited to the conversation. You want to find out? Fucking read it, because
Do your homework.
yeah.
Dang it.
Go watch the
all
video.
there.
You missed all the good stuff. You didn't see it? Oh, inside joke for everybody except you.
Yeah, it's not even funny anymore.
Yeah.
It's like last year funny. Like,
You gotta explain
it's in
shit.
your archives funny. Okay. Yeah, we
felt
think we're
that.
pretty funny. And Soki and I will get on and do like book reviews, because we all read books, psychological thrillers and stuff,
I wanna
and
read.
smut
Can
and
I-
different
Can I
stuff.
join your book club?
I mean, come on.
I mean, they
Be
don't
kinda
join your book
scared
club.
of- I mean, you might as well.
Just
Psychological
teach me a couple
thrillers.
days.
Do you even like those kind of books?
It's not the discussion.
Psychological thrillers. I'm down for those types of books.
Yeah, at first I didn't really, but there are some like up and coming authors now that are like, I
Getting
like
good?
them. I like them. Yeah.
What's Yvette's guy she likes? He lives up in this author, Peter. Is it Peter Swanson?
I
Look
don't
up
know.
Peter Swanson.
Well, we need to get together with the book clubs, because
Yeah.
I like them.
Book clubs or
pretty
books?
legit.
No, I like books.
This guy?
I just never know what to read anymore.
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
what's he-
Psychological suspense
Yeah,
novel.
he's good.
Yeah,
I mean, he's decent.
That's my style.
Peter Swanson.
Yeah.
I'll have to jot
I'll have
that
to-
down.
yeah, look at that one.
Soki, are you taking notes? Okay, she'll get that one down. Yeah, she'll get it. Yeah, she's been a reading fool lately. So I travel a lot, right? So my books were getting just damaged, because it was like take 2 or 3 books every time I go in my backpack, and they're getting like tore up and just mangled. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna do a Kindle. I'm just gonna do it this way, even though the nostalgia of holding the book, that's part of it.
The smell.
Yes,
Yeah.
me, the smell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
The
so much
smell
the
is
feel,
everything.
but the smell. I don't like
I get
paper.
my books from Half Price Books. You don't want the
Oh,
smell.
me too.
Yeah, you do.
I love that
the
store.
smell.
It's definitely, it's a thing. It's the nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
Even in
the big one,
those ones.
The big store?
The one in Dallas?
Yeah.
I've been to that one too.
That's the only one.
I could be there. I usually go to the one in Rockwall because I live right there. But
Yeah, I mean, it's not as fun.
it's not as big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
The one in Dallas. Yeah. Yeah. So, so I got the Kindle. So now you can have all the books on there. So then Soki was going on a cruise, around Christmas or something, after Christmas, and got a Kindle. And that girl is reading some books.
It's so convenient. They're just there.
Dude, I think she finished 1 or 2 books just the other day. Like during the Super Bowl.
And do you count them as books that you've read?
So
I have a hard time with them.
I do audiobooks for like factual books, like nonfiction.
Nonfiction? Okay.
And
Why?
I don't know. I absorb it better that way when it's like real information I'm supposed to pay attention to. And then like my fiction, I like to read it.
Yeah, I like to read it too, but sometimes you don't want to put it down and then you got to drive.
Yeah.
And I drive like a lot.
It's a thing. Yeah.
So-
It's like not safe if you
It's not the
put
same
it
for
on
me.
the dashboard.
No,
It's not,
I tried that. It didn't work out for me. Yeah.
No.
That's what I've been wanting to try more is the audiobooks.
I don't
because of-
retain it.
For that reason.
I don't
And
retain it.
If you can't focus, because you have like, if it's an audiobook, everything else you have to block it out.
Yeah.
It's just that
Yeah.
or nothing else.
Yeah.
That's
and-
why I only do it when I'm driving, because who pays attention when they're driving anyway?
But I think that's my
Yeah,
problem.
most
You
Texans don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I give so much crap. I'm like, damn, Texas drivers. I was taught in Utah, and I'm talking shit.
Well, you
and
all
then I'm
drive
like,
30
wait,
miles an
my
hour, so it's
kids-
fine. Like
Not
anybody
me
can-
though. I'm the asshole because
So you're a Texan.
'Cause you're from Texas.
I've been here way too long. But then my kids are Texas drivers. So here I am just ripping on Texas drivers. And I'm like, but who taught them? Oh, that was us. That was us. Because you have to adjust,
You do?
If everybody's driving crazy, you got to blend in. You got to
but you can't go back. You can't go back.
No.
Once you
can't.
have that, there's no going back.
Nope, there's not. So I'm an
None.
asshole in Utah because we still have Texas plates on our truck there.
Oh, they don't.
And
like
I'm
you.
like,
I already
"You
hate you
fucking get
anyway,
out of
yeah.
the fucking way. And I'm like trying to pass people, do all this stuff. And then I'm like, oh, I guess I'm the only angry person.
Well, Dallas drivers are the worst though. Like Austin people
Yes.
hate Dallas drivers.
California people are the
believe it.
worst. Okay.
No. I mean, as far as like driving fast
Okay.
and aggressive and
yeah,
blah, blah,
it's
blah.
like a NASCAR race in the
Yes.
Mixmaster.
Yeah, because why not?
There's no
It's fun.
room for that, but okay.
Every time I
Especially
see
with the
Cali
change. Like,
plates.
If we're
you're going
doing
down
this-
635, they change the lanes every other day.
Oh my gosh,
It's
yeah.
so fun.
Yeah,
That's
coming
the
here,
worst. Yeah.
Wait.
I
where'd you
mean,
go
we
from?
took I-30, but
30
yeah.
to 635.
Oh,
you
yeah,
changed
just
it
to
there.
loop
Just
around,
a little
yeah.
bit. Enough to get on, get off, and
No, but that's not the fun part.
Like
the fun
when
part's
you're going
the other way.
north,
Yeah.
it's an
Yeah.
absolute shit show.
It's
yeah,
insane. It's
Why
cool.
is that freeway even a freeway? Those
Which
lanes.
one? What are we talking? Which one are we talking about?
It should be like
Wait, which one are we?
635
635.
north.
635
The
between
lanes?
30 and 75 is
Yeah, they're not even big enough for a truck. I just have a full size truck. It's not like a huge truck. It's just a regular.
if you
Full
stay on the
size?
left lane, the lane's wide enough because every once in a
You're
while
just
you get a
going
little
so
extra
fast?
space. Yeah.
Oh, you're just going so fast you
Well,
don't
that too,
notice.
yes.
And yeah, until the wall's like, oh, they didn't
Onions,
really make
yeah.
it straight. It's just kind of. That's what I don't understand. Like,
Hey, it'll be great one day when they finish it.
one day.
In
Our kids will get to
2035.
enjoy
dead
it.
and gone. My grandkids might
Maybe.
get to
Yeah.
enjoy that.
2035.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolute shit show on the roads. 635 shouldn't be a freeway.
I kind of need 635, so I need it to
Oh,
be
she
a
lives off
freeway.
36, 35. So.
Maybe they'll
Yes.
make another one, but that shit, that shit is stupid.
One can only hope that they'll finish what they're doing because
I-30 is a mess too. The further east you go.
Oh, I
They just
Yeah,
keep-
going into Greenville. Boo.
Yep.
sound
Yeah.
like old people. Let's change the subject.
I mean, we're a little bit old. Yeah.
Stop. Nobody knows
yeah.
the
No. Oh, how's the weather? That's an old people topic too, right? I don't know.
Psycho.
like,
2 days ago?
Psycho.
Great.
It got cold again, and I fucking love it. I thought we were done with winter.
you know what?
so happy.
Saturday was effing amazing
Saturday was nice.
when
yeah.
you realize how much you need the sun. Was Saturday?
I don't need the sun.
And then at the end of Saturday, I had a sweater on, and I'm like, why? And I have not been able to not be cold since Saturday. Saturday was like an instant cold.
It was
and
the best.
I have
during the day.
not gotten uncold since Saturday, where I can't get my shit together.
I was on my deck in my shorts and a tank. reading
Yes,
a
me
book,
too.
Getting some sun.
Well, not on my deck, but in shorts. Yes.
And
On
then
Saturday.
that night, bam.
Yes.
Woke up the next morning. What the hell?
And
like
then
that word.
Sunday,
Bam.
Yeah.
it's very explosive.
Yeah.
It's very
Like
explosive.
Like Batman.
Can you cue in the music, please?
Right.
Yeah.
Saturday was very like, let's cook out. I was in the mood to cook out, and then we left the grocery store, and I'm like, oh my God, give me a sweater. Give me a blanket of hot
That's the
chocolate.
best.
No.
And Sunday was even like the sun was out a little bit off and on, so it was like, okay, it's not that
We're
bad.
really talking
No, it
about
was
the
cold.
weather. This is
And then
great.
Yeah, we went
got
talking about from
so
one old thing to the
cold.
next.
Adrian, bring us
Yeah.
back. What else you got?
Yeah.
So,
Reel it in.
Valentine's Day is coming up.
What is that?
Valentine's Day. That's how I say it.
Valentine's.
Because that's how the
Valentine's?
girls say it. Valentine's. It's Valentine's.
Valentine's.
Last Valentine's, Gladys and I went to a Galentine's dinner. Yeah.
Do y'all
So I
celebrate
think
that?
it was.
Obviously
I mean, me
you
and Gladys.
do.
Yes,
Yeah, but
always.
Well, I
She's
was
my boo.
I was gonna ask, did everybody? Well, did anybody else miss the memo? Because apparently this Saturday was like the day for Galentine's, and I completely missed.
I didn't know that it had a day
What I mean is there was like that was the day that
when you celebrate that.
apparently where all
Missed it.
the girlies were doing all the things, and I'm like,
Well, that's because I'm not the girly
fuck.
girl.
Yeah,
Well, two of them are not in the chat,
me.
so you know.
But I'm just like, oh, did I miss the memo? Like, was there a memo that went out? Because
Adrian,
I missed
how do you
it.
feel?
I am like really thirsty. So
She's
thirsty.
parched.
So parched.
Any plans? Do you guys celebrate Valentine's?
Clowns.
What?
She's like, I'm not drinking with these clowns.
I'm the driver.
That's fair.
Yeah, right. I'm a
right.
professional. I'll drive. You go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys celebrate Valentine's?
Valentine's.
It pisses
No,
people
I
off when
mean-
you say Valentine's.
Because it's a kid.
Not really.
It's a
I
little
don't.
kid.
Not really. I don't recognize it so much.
You guys don't?
Well, I don't guess we do.
I mean, you would know.
Yeah, I don't think we do really. I mean, I know that maybe every once in a while we have, like, I get a card, but or
From
the
your husband?
chocolate. Yeah, I get the card, the
Making sure
flowers.
it's
I've had that before.
Sancho.
But
Sancho.
Just
my Sancho.
Definitely
But I
Sancho.
think that's kind of like gone by because I'm not. I don't know. It's another day. Birthday is different.
You better
Birthday.
come through or he's in trouble. Or, Yeah, okay.
That's valid.
Yeah, especially because
And
mine's
do you
on
need,
Christmas.
do you need a present or is just we're going to do something?
I need all the things.
she
know.
needs all of it. I'll just answer that for her. She's trying to act like, no.
Yeah, it's whatever. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that bitch needs all of it.
Okay.
Nope,
She
I usually
deserves
pick
it,
out
though.
my own stuff.
But in her
What if that's
defense, she
With
shares
somebody else
a
paying for
birthday
it?
with another very important holiday. So she's been ripped off most of her
So
life.
Christmas? That sucks for you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would be pissed.
So I always try to give her two presents, and one's wrapped in Christmassy wrapping, and the other one's in just birthday, you know? Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's probably a stupid gift, probably a magnet or something, but it's in a different wrapping.
The thought that
The
counts.
thought, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We always
Okay.
celebrate.
Do you
Yeah, you guys
celebrate
do.
Valentine's?
We do. Yeah, we do. We don't usually go like out on the day because everybody
Yes. show.
and
Agreed.
God, it's so we usually do something a little bit later.
Okay. You get flowers?
Right. Sometimes, yeah. When I used to work in an office, my office is in our home now, but when I used to work, outside the home, he would usually have flowers sent to the office and maybe a card with it or whatever, or something else. But he's always really good about it. Like,
Nice. Usually
Acknowledging
give me
it.
like the chocolate that he knows. Chocolate is my thing.
yeah.
You give me the chocolate. I don't need no damn flowers. I really don't need the damn card unless you put a gift card in
You're
there.
going to throw the card away.
I mean,
Flowers are
is there
gonna die.
plastic inside the paper card? Yeah, yeah.
I like her. That's exactly it.
What about you?
We yes and no, where it's sure, but we don't go out. Like, we won't do dinner.
What do you mean, sure?
Like, yes, we where it's like, hey, I got you a little something, but it's not like, oh my God, I bought you a new car for Valentine's Day.
Well, nobody
like,
does
no,
that.
dang
That's not
it.
a
no,
thing.
but there are
That would be
people that
cool,
go
though.
all out
Valentine's, a car?
for. Yes,
Come on.
no, okay.
Or the jewelry. Now, see, I'm not even that person either.
Right, where they'll do the extravagant things for Valentine's Day, and we don't, where it's like more of a I thought of you ish thing. And then he'll do that more so for the girls, where he'll get their like, oh, happy Valentine's Day, and he'll get them like little chocolates and a little bear or something. But as far as we don't go out that day. Like that's like one of where it's like, no, everything is going to be super packed. Everything is going to be stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid. I think we got steaks last year and made them at the house, and then we did go out for a nice dinner on another day, which is what we usually do. And he usually does give me a gift of some sort. It's usually pretty nice, not a car. But,
Slacker.
maybe he'll be listening, not a car. But maybe someday.
Work and hope.
Maybe next year. Maybe next year.
It's coming up. Maybe. So yeah, he always feels bad when he has to be working on actual Valentine's Day, which this year he has to. But we don't celebrate it on that day anyway. So yeah, we'll go out later or make food or something. I don't know. Steaks. I don't know.
We did that last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
At home.
Yes.
At
Like
the
there's
house.
something about just
At home.
And
at
we're
home.
old, so it's like clean up that food and then let's sit down and watch shows or something. Like
yes.
just get in the comfy.
And then have all the chocolate. Yeah.
yeah, the
Goals.
reward.
Goals. That is the ultimate. Yes.
For me, the goal is to
Got
get
too
the
many
bra
kids?
off.
What?
Too many kids?
Why too
Bra
many kids?
Off.
Kick them out.
I'm home. My boys are usually off doing their thing anyway, so
Mine are little.
works out. Oh,
Mine are still little.
yeah, that's a cock blocker.
We
That's
we evict them like to upstairs. Like, okay, go upstairs. Go upstairs. They're not allowed downstairs.
that's cool.
We have
God
our
knows
moments.
what they're doing.
But like a
upstairs,
baby
yeah.
gate, like do not cross this. We will know if you try to cross this,
Yeah, something like that.
especially if you trip and fall down the stairs.
No.
Adrian?
Yeah, what are you doing for your girl, Adrian?
You're asking me for a topic? Or?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
I wanna know if
you're gonna celebrate
Valentine's.
Do y'all celebrate?
Not really.
Ooh,
directly
you're
into
one
the
of
mic, I
those.
can't hear you.
That's
Not
why
really.
Gladys and I went to Galentine's dinner together. I can't remember. I don't remember what was going on.
I mean, sometimes, but usually I just take something. Like our,
Pick some tacos on the way home?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
hell
ultimate.
yeah,
Hello in a
tacos.
heart shape.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
Hell yeah.
Do you think?
Actually, you actually have done that before, haven't you?
Yeah.
You sent us a picture once.
Do you
The
think
heart-shaped tacos?
Valentine's Day
I
is
didn't know
more
that was a
of?
thing.
Yeah.
Do you think it's more of a like dating holiday?
Yeah, I didn't celebrate it then either.
Oh, okay.
I think it's definitely it's about the woman. You know, I think women
Well,
are
that
more worried about it than.
most-
I mean, it's not about like
You're
my
outnumbered
husband's
here.
expecting a gift
I'm
or
fine with that. Contrary to popular belief. Most holidays are whatever, special days more about the woman.
I don't know.
Like
I
name
think.
one day that the man really cares about.
Father's
other than his
Day?
birthday.
I mean, yeah, Father's Day,
Father's
I don't give a
Christmas,
shit about Father's Day either.
Christmas.
Christmas?
I think Christmas definitely goes both ways.
Birthday?
Christmas is probably the only one that I'll give you. Not
And
like
birthday, of
birthdays,
course.
I don't care.
They don't. You know what? They don't celebrate Sweetest Day out here.
What's
Excuse me?
that? Who
Oh,
that?
she's
What?
from Wisconsin, so they do things different up there.
Yeah,
Okay.
they do.
So fuck
There's a
that.
Sweetest Day. Daniel got so mad at me because he's like, now you're just making shit up.
I mean, it's
Just made up a word, and it sounds important, so I'm
remember-
interested.
Look it up because it's an actual thing, and it's I don't remember
What
if
is it?
it's
What is it?
2
What
or
is it?
3.
Sweetest Day.
I need you
It's
to.
called Sweetest Day.
Sweet.
Like
What?
sweet
Sweetest. Yes.
Like the
Like you're the sweetest person I've ever met. Yeah, okay.
It's Sweetest Day.
I need you to tell
It's
me first.
October. It's either the second or third week of October, but it's Sweetest Day, and it's not for any, like, it's not meant for men or females, but it's more of whoever your sweetheart is, that's who you get them.
That's Valentine's Day.
No, it's a Sweetest Day is an actual fucking holiday, all right?
No.
Judge me.
Is it observed
Is it a
like
holiday?
Valentine's Day?
Yes,
Like
yeah, it is.
Okay.
Like, and that's why I'm saying where it's like over there, you'll go to grocery stores, you'll go to all the places,
And
and
they've got
they
sweetest day stuff.
decked out
In
as if
October.
in
Wisconsin
October.
thing
We're
or a
trying to
Green
just
Bay
do,
thing,
like,
or is
I
it-
don't know where it originates from, but I know that it's
Adrian?
celebrated
It says
out
it's
there.
their origin something.
It's a Midwestern
I didn't bring my
It's a
glasses
Midwest
in.
Shit.
and Florida. So
Oh,
that just
of course.
tells you a lot
Really?
about
Florida?
Midwestern people.
Interesting. I wonder what part of Florida.
Speaking of Midwest,
Florida.
does so much like Texas.
So Sweetest Day referred to as a Hallmark holiday or a concocted promotion created by the candy industry
Oh, see?
solely to increase sales of sweets.
how much like every other?
To increase the
Sweets.
sales
Yeah.
of sweets.
Sweet, yeah.
That's how Valentine's Day was created,
It's
right?
the,
I'm
it's the
pretty sure.
overstock from
It was-
Valentine's
It's the
Day.
o-
It's the leftovers.
October.
And then Valentine's Day is the
Makes sense, though,
overstock
'cause
from
it's right before
clearance.
Halloween. Everybody's buying candy anyway.
I'm saying, like, they take, yeah.
Apparently, they make too much fucking chocolate. Okay, apparently.
There's no such thing.
Agreed.
Whatever.
I agree
It's
with you.
really
Started in
melty
Cleveland.
and
In Cleveland?
really,
Huh. Interesting.
never heard of it.
Well, yeah.
Regional importance. There is no importance.
You know, in Utah, the 24th of July is a holiday in addition to the 4th of July. Have you ever heard of that?
Really?
It's like when the pioneers founded Utah. I'm not Mormon, but it's a Mormon thing.
I wanted to ask you, but I didn't want you.
Oh, girl.
Thank
I
you
ain't
for stating.
offended. Ask all the questions.
I'm like, she's from Utah.
I'm not
does that
Mormon
mean-
and I don't ski.
Okay.
I fall on my ass when I try to snowshoe in the snow, but I still try. So you just get back up, right?
Okay.
Back on that horse. But yeah, ask all the questions. I'm not offended by any of it. I left there.
Fair.
I mean, we went back, but just a few years ago. And so, but yeah. I think I was 19 when I moved away.
Were you raised Mormon?
Nope.
You had nothing to
My-
do with it?
Nope. It was,
Not everybody there's Mormon.
but it
When
was like
I
I was
was
the
in-
only one on our street that wasn't. It was like,
The reason I ask is even in Arizona, you have a lot of Mormons. So
Yeah,
me
that's where we
growing up,
moved.
when I lived in Arizona, you still had the Mormon culture. You still knew very much so about
I don't believe that
the.
you ever been to Arizona. You're from Wisconsin, and you can't change my mind.
Okay, I lived in Arizona for several
what
years.
part of Arizona did you live in?
Phoenix for a few years. I graduated from Gilbert High School.
Okay.
I lived in Mesa. I lived in
Nice.
South Phoenix. Yeah.
Okay. We lived in Gilbert and Mesa for
Okay.
about 15 years. And that's where I moved to from Utah. And there is a Mormon community there. They don't dominate like in Utah. It dominates
Yes.
quite a bit.
I fully believe that.
Yeah.
But
I-
even Gilbert had a lot of more,
Gilbert
like,
had a lot.
they
Yeah.
have, even in the high school, they had their own, like, group.
Like their seminary groups. and-
Yes.
yeah.
That I don't know what to call it.
yeah. Yeah. Anyway,
To be honest,
You know what? I'm just glad
She's
that
heard all the
somebody
stories,
here
so-
knows.
Go.
I can't.
that girl needs to go pee.
First store on the right.
I'm just
Don't-
glad there was somebody here that could back it up, like back up my, because she at
It's
least
a
knows
real
where
thing.
Gilbert exists.
Yeah.
I've never heard of Gilbert.
Gilbert,
From Arizona.
It started out super quaint, and I think it's still nice. I haven't been in a while, but it's just exploded. It's huge now.
Oh, really?
Like, I don't
no,
even
it was
recognize-
little. It was little when I was there.
Oh,
Like there was, the Target was down the street. I lived on that same
Nobody
street.
cares.
Oh,
No, but it was.
Change the subject.
that was wow.
He's
Yeah.
just rude. I'm sorry.
No, but it
I
was
am just
it was
rude.
I'm sorry
definitely
for his rudeness.
Here's a Mormon
Is
map.
it acceptable to wear a Texas tuxedo in Utah to a wedding?
I think it depends on who.
Who's getting married?
Yes,
What's a Texas
if
tuxedo?
Mormons getting married,
it's
can
a
it?
lot of there's a lot of diversity now, so it has changed a lot. It's a lot less judgy, and I don't know if that's just because we're older now and we're like, fuck
don't
all
care,
that,
yeah.
or if it really is. I think a lot of people have moved there that aren't, and so there's a lot more diversity. Maybe I don't know what you'd call it, but I think there's a lot of shit that goes on there that you wouldn't think you would see in Utah that you fucking see in Utah. Like it's real. Yeah. Not as conservative as you would think. But yeah, my mom was raised Mormon, and
Okay.
So therefore, I was not allowed to go to some of the Mormon things because she knew what the
Well, good for
happenings
her.
were. Yeah, yeah.
Good
And
for her
then
for saying no.
Yeah. So
Wait,
when
wait,
everyone,
why are you judging an entire religion?
No, but her mom obviously felt a certain way about it, and there are individuals that would say, well, no, it's what you have to do, or they put put blinders on to certain things, but her mom said absolutely not.
a lot of people
That's
go,
a good thing.
I agree. A lot of people go with the majority because it's just easier. But no, mom was like, no, you're not going to summer camp. And I'm like,
Bonding.
but I need to find my long lost twin. Have you not watched Parent Trap? I need to go to camp and find my long lost twin. And I was not allowed to go to camp because there were things, I don't know, that I wasn't supposed to know.
Wait, so you're saying you hate Mormons?
No, not at all.
I don't even hate Mormons. Some of my best friends are Mormon, but
Nothing to do with it.
we just don't really like, it's not a thing. We don't care. I am, you're not, whatever, one of those things.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Here's the Mormon map.
Holy shit.
wow.
What the
Utah
hell?
is red.
Look at that. It's like
It's
dark
burgundy.
red.
It's a burgundy.
Blood
It's
red.
on fire, dude. What the hell?
You're gonna have to post this picture
And
with the
these are
What is that? What is
up
that
in
color?
there.
Like, what is that on the key, on the legend up there?
Green?
What is it?
Mormon?
Amish.
Amish?
green as I am.
Green is
like, what is
Amish.
that population?
50%.
Okay, it's percentages.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see how
wow,
much of
that's
it's in
okay.
Texas because I've heard there's a lot of Amish in Texas.
No, Amish?
Yeah,
Maybe in like the outskirts.
I don't have my glasses on, so
Right? Like the outskirts, maybe.
I've never seen an Amish community in Texas, actually.
I don't know
I'm
if
not
I'm.
saying they're not. I'm sure they're out there somewhere, but I've never seen
I
one.
don't know if I'm confusing it with because I could be confusing
Maybe
it with
Mennonites.
Wisconsin.
I was going to say maybe Mennonites. Maybe it's kind of in the same.
Because I remember
Category.
driving through where it says like it's Amish, but that's why I don't remember if that's like literally in Wisconsin or like driving up there that I saw this or if it was here.
Wait, did you answer my question?
What was your question?
Texas tuxedo?
I mean, I personally have not worn one to a wedding, no. But
a
I'm
Texas
sure they
tuxedo?
have. I mean, I
Well,
can't
what do you see people here wear, like when you go to a wedding here?
like black jeans
Jeans,
and
boots.
and cowboy hat and all that.
And the jacket, the tuxedo.
I mean, if it was like my family, you would see it
Okay.
for
So
sure.
it's-
My husband wears, that. So yeah.
I'm
Like,
going
I didn't know that
not
was
even-
a
I'm going
Texas
to
tuxedo.
Utah, but I don't know if it's a thing outside of Texas or
It
like
is.
Tennessee. or,
Utah actually has a lot of like redneck going on.
I would
it's so
assume
much
so. Like,
redneck.
there's so much open country out there and like cows. I assume. I don't know.
Yeah, we just have cows. We
Yeah.
don't have any other. Yeah, that's just cows.
That's what they're known for. It's the cow, not anything
A lot
else.
of white cows.
I
That's a
will say
Texas tuxedo right there.
Brian, her husband he has some swag.
He does, right?
There's definitely
real
a way
nice.
to rock a Texas
Thanks.
tuxedo.
Thanks,
that's like,
Adrian. He's not bad to look at. He has a very long beard, and I don't mind looking at him. Yeah,
a good thing.
it's good, right?
Yeah, he's your
look at him a
husband, so
lot.
yeah.
I definitely look at him a lot. I don't see
I've
him
never
super
heard that
often,
term.
but when I
That's
see
not
him,
what I said, but
Adrian's
clear
like too far.
nah, he
But yeah, he
dressed
rocks
pretty
it.
cool.
I'm going to a wedding
smokes a
in
pipe.
April
Does he smokes a pipe?
in Kentucky, but the wedding's actually in. Well, I guess it's in Kentucky, but it's right next to Ohio, Cincinnati, like across the border. And I'm wondering if it's okay to wear that.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna do it anyway,
Stand out.
Okay, good.
but I don't act like it.
So
all
they're gonna look at you and be like, "You're from Texas, or
They're just
Maybe.
they're just gonna be like, you're not from here.
yeah.
you're a
If
Texan."
they don't do it, but that's okay.
All right,
Nothing wrong with that. It's about confidence. You just
got none of
with it.
that.
like Kendrick Lamar and his jeans.
yeah.
Right? Maybe I'll
Like,
just wear those jeans.
I
Fuck
mean,
it.
you should. You should totally.
Please.
If you wear them a little longer, it makes you look taller.
Let me know if you get them from Forever 21 place.
Or Levi's.
Oh my god.
Does Levi carry the bell bottoms?
Those were
They do.
Levi's.
They were
Oh,
Levi's,
were
right?
they?
Yeah, I saw him when he
See?
lifted his
What the
shirt.
fuck?
don't
What do you
know.
have
I
against
feel-
Levi's? You
I
hate
have-
Levi's jeans too?
I
Well, come
feel
on.
some type of way against his pants.
Trendy. Wow.
Wow.
Let me judge his pants,
Hater.
all right?
Hater.
You,
Let
already,
me.
you don't have to ask me. You already did. So
It's gonna be Alfredo at the wedding.
Yeah, I don't know what that
It's a Canadian
is.
tuxedo.
I don't.
That right there. That's
Yeah.
a tuxedo right there.
Definitely.
You gotta wear the bolo
I
tie,
think
but-
that looks better than a whole tuxedo,
I think
personally.
Tuxedos look
That's-
stupid, to be honest with you.
They're really
That
expensive.
yeah.
I
Like,
prefer the
you have
jeans
to rent
and
that
the,
shit.
All right.
The
Okay.
jeans and the boots and the
and the hat. You have to wear the hat though.
definitely.
I'll go get a hat. It's fine. I don't usually, but I'll get one. I've been wanting to get one anyway.
Black boots?
No.
Why?
Because
It's a wedding. Aren't they the dressy ones?
Black
They're-
boots,
Probably.
black hat will dress it all up.
Yep.
And it will
I don't
look
have black boots. I don't want to go buy black
well.
boots.
It's
I mean,
time
the
to go
Cavender's
shopping.
outlet
that's
is
right
like,
here,
or not
yeah.
Cavender's,
Tacova has
Stetson. Stetson outlet is in
Barn.
Garland, I
yeah,
think.
the outlet
really?
in Garland.
Hats, boots, like all the, yeah.
I'll check it out.
And then Cavender's, of course, they got all their boots.
Tacovas
get
are
my
really
boots.
nice.
I'm sure. Okay. What else y'all got?
I brought up Galentine's.
Okay,
So like I
y'all
should
have to
come up
bring
with a really
something
good
up.
one.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't tell me to make a list, so
And I'm
Um,
just here.
I know. I think you should come up with something
No.
quiet over there. I think you should come up with a good one.
I feel like
you're
if you'd been drinking a little more, this would have gone
That has
sideways
nothing
a
to
long
do
time
with
ago.
it.
She's just not a big drinker.
See?
Sorry.
That's even better.
I mean, yeah, we
It's
should give her
better
more
when
because
they're-
she's not.
Exactly.
When what?
When you're not like, so with a little bit, that's all it takes. That's the best.
Yeah.
A cheap date.
I mean, we could tell a funny story about. So every Christmas we do like a BBD weekend, it's a sleepover. It's a Christmas
Pillow
just-
fights and all. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
pillow
the
fights.
pillow
yeah,
fights, like
yeah,
Adrian
it's
said.
that. Yeah, yep. And so my husband travels a lot, so he gets like points and stuff. So he got us a room at the Gaylord this year. So was it 2 weeks ago? Something like that. So we did like our late Christmas exchange thing and just a night at the Gaylord, but we went downtown, Grapevine. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we were having a good time. We were like, let's go to the liquor store and get like a bottle of whiskey. I brought a little bit, but these bitches were thirsty. I should have brought like more. I just brought like my makeshift flask that was like bigger, but it wasn't the whole bottle. I should have brought the whole thing. So we got an Uber thinking, well, let's go to the liquor store and get a bottle and then back to the hotel and we'll just stay there because that place is legit. If you guys haven't been in there, you don't even have to leave there. Well, so I get on the map, liquor store, whatever, and this cool chick picks us up, right? She's laughing with us and everything. And we get to this place and she's
have a
like,
nose ring?
what are you, did she?
You say what?
A judgmental
Nose ring?
Susie.
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, she seems a cool chick. Cool chick.
I don't know.
Nose ring. I don't know. Go
I
ahead.
don't know. Maybe. I was like, she was driving, so I don't know. We should, I don't know. Soki probably knows. She's very observant. Yeah, we got nose rings. See?
Cool chicks wear nose rings. Eh?
Yep.
There you go.
Duh. So we pull up to this place and she's like, well, what do you guys want? Because one of the girls was like, what are you getting? And I'm like, I don't know, TX or Benchmark or something. And she's like, ladies, I don't think they have, this is like beer and wine. I'm like, what? It said liquor store. I didn't realize that Grapevine is dry with that. So this chick was super cool. She drove us all the way to
Wherever.
She had a tongue
wherever it
ring.
was.
Super cool.
probably.
Yeah.
She might have had piercings
Or
in
a
other
tongue thing,
places
whatever. Yeah,
that we
probably.
don't know, but it's okay. So she took us all the way to wherever that was. And we got our bottle. Gladys and I went in and got that. And I come back out and I'm like, hey, that chick was cool. And I said some whatever name. I don't know what her actual name was. She was African American and she was funny as shit. And we were her last ride. And she's like, oh, I can't wait to get back and tell my husband and I'm going to get, she was talking all kinds of raunchy.
Yeah, dirty.
Just funny. And so she finally, we're talking and finally get back to the place. And she's like, yeah, so in the future, Grapevine is dry, but this was fun. Like, I think she had more fun than we did. So we gave her a big tip. But it was good. She didn't even put it in the map. She just took us. I'm like, it's a good thing she's a cool chick and not like a raper. Because that would have sucked.
The bonus that she was not a
I
raper.
have some martial arts training, but I was too,
He parked it.
somebody's vacuum.
Parked it.
The robot.
That bitch tried to attack me earlier. Where is she?
What are y'all talking about?
Your
The
vacuum.
Oh. Everything's a bitch around here. What the fuck's going
Telling
on?
you what, once the estrogen hits,
I like what you have done to
all of
this
it.
place.
we like this. We like
It's a
this.
lot of testosterone. I couldn't calm it down. Not by myself.
You do a pretty good job, though. I
Thank
do
you.
like the balance.
I try.
Yeah,
I do try.
It was
I do
good.
try.
It was good.
I get overpowered sometimes, especially by that one over there.
And you have daughters
Yeah.
too, right? So you're surrounded.
I have 3
So you're
daughters.
used to
I
it.
have 4.
I have
Do you have any
daughters?
boys? Do you have any
I have
boys?
4 sisters.
No.
I have 2 grandbabies.
Boys?
I have
How's
4
that?
dogs. What the fuck are we doing here?
I mean, I don't know. I have one
You
girl
said
dog.
bring
okay?
something. I just brought it.
I'm a boy mom.
Fair. You're right.
Oh, you're all
I have a
boys.
bigger potty mouth than probably any of the boys in my house. My brothers.
That's what you
I have
think.
all brothers. I'm all just not your typical girly girl. I
not a bad
try, and I'm just not. It's okay.
Has it ever been a problem?
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not.
I think people are just sometimes shocked by stuff
The shit
that
you
I
say?
say
Yeah.
or do because I don't. My husband sometimes is like, "Oh my god." My parents are like, "Oh, yep, that came out." Like that came out, and my brothers don't even talk like that. They talk pretty raunchy, but
you can't even
it's-
blame it on your brother.
No,
What the fuck?
I don't even know. Maybe it was a survival thing. I don't know. I'm just not. Yeah, so, all that to say, I have a very small circle of friends. So for me, it's rare to have like a tight circle.
We got that from you didn't want to invite other bitches on
Yeah,
your
I
trips. Yeah.
literally, it
She
took a
wanted me
while.
all to herself.
Yeah.
I was just like, we're good. We don't need like drama and bitches. No.
In her
Actually-
defense, throwing somebody in that doesn't click can just fuck it all up.
You don't know until you do it,
right. And
right?
it's a scary
That's the reason to do it, though.
no.
Oh, so my butt's clenching a little bit because you just said that. So let me just hang on. I need a moment.
And
Okay,
there's
I'm good.
I don't know. I completely get it. Even in my group, there's the one where it's
Well, we all get it, but the difference comes in with, like, are you up for it or not? You know what I mean? Like, we all know that if we bring this other person, it could go fucking south. In
it's
a heartbeat.
real
Yeah.
quick.
And then there's like the
real quick.
part of the group that's like, fuck it, let's see what happens. And then there's the part of the group that's like, we shouldn't do this.
Again.
Well, that's
never.
what we kind of do. We've got it. Never again.
So y'all are
Never
done?
again.
With who?
You're like, fucking Gladys. That's
oh,
it. That's
no.
the end of it. Like, no.
No, and just our little. We have brought other people into
Just kind of
just
invite people
just invite
on
for
little,
events or whatever we're doing,
Yeah.
and then we're like, nope.
And sometimes they get that's all it takes, where it's a smaller, like a birthday party or like it's a smaller situation, not so much a trip.
Yeah.
Where that's all it takes to know whether yay or nay.
So what does it take?
Yeah.
It's
Like,
the vibes.
What's a
You just know. You
yeah.
just know when it's okay.
I've
I don't know how to even.
I've been in the
How'd you describe it?
situation. I'm not gonna give too many fucking details
Yeah, I
because it's
want
gonna give it
names.
away. No, absolutely not.
definitely names?
But I've been in the situation where it was on me because I was like, no, it's
you a
good, it's
bitch.
good, it's good. No,
Oh,
no,
what?
I brought the bitch.
Brought a bitch.
And
Yeah.
it was, but it wasn't a me that ruined the situation. The person ruined the situation for themselves, even to the point where I looked at her like, well, what are we doing here, bitch? Like, what are we, wait, what? Like, that's not how we get down here. It threw me off.
But so did you know this person well enough to invite them somewhere?
Yes.
Just didn't expect that.
Yes. It went totally, like, it went, I was left speechless because I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like, that's not how that was. I did not
Okay.
think that was going to happen.
It was like somebody trying too hard or something.
Maybe, and maybe, but it's one of those, like, first impression moments where it's like, bruh, you just kind of killed it for yourself. Like, now you can't, it's one of those, like, you can't come back from that.
Yeah.
That's how that ended up. And it's like, now it's like, no, girl, I can't fuck with you.
Yeah, no.
I can't
No.
do it. I can't bring you around. You already fucked it up for yourself. Like, I'm not saving you from this one because I wanted to kick your ass. Like, it was, yes, where it was in the end where it's like, now you're a reflection of what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, now they know that you were my friend.
Yes,
What the
where it's like, I brought you, like, what what are we doing here? Like, I thought I was very clear about how this.
Trying to.
What are we doing?
We've done that before. I'm not going to say names, but
No, we want names. Come on.
nope.
Oh, no disclosure.
No,
But it was. We brought her along, and she took things too far, and she became your.
Gladys, definitely Gladys.
No.
It's got to be Gladys.
We love when she takes it too far. She takes it to a good place.
I don't know.
Okay.
You know that there's just that
Sometimes.
person. You're like, okay, and then we know after the fact, never again.
Like, it's just, there's times that people see us, like, our trips, they'll see all the pictures and stuff, and they're like, we want to go. The next time you guys go.
And we tell you,
So we'll open,
no.
we'll do a separate trip and just kind of open it up and do a little sleepover, not a trip, but like a sleepover, like a hotel in the next town over, kind of thing, like Grapevine or whatever.
Adrian, you want to have a
And-
sleepover?
That's so gay.
wait. Yeah, you guys don't know
What?
the song that has come out regarding compas.
What?
We have to discuss.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh my,
it's a new thing.
curious.
Pass that bottle over here, Adrian.
But yeah, I think it's
No, the TX. Yeah.
But I mean, I 100% agree. Where even now, even just as couples, I feel like it's more of because when the wives get along, it's all great.
Yeah.
When the husbands get along, it's that much better.
Yeah, when the
'Cause-
whole thing.
Yes, where it
works.
just all meshes and it all clicks and it all like,
Do you
okay, this
ever-
works.
Do you ever have it where the wife on that side and like your husband don't click, or vice versa? Like one of the,
Yes, and that's where it doesn't work. It will end up not working at all.
and you like try and try and try, and like awkward, weird things happen, and
Yes.
it's like,
We've had situations like that where you can just feel the
Are
tension.
y'all uncomfortable in like uncomfortable situations? I don't know how else to put
Hey?
it, but yeah.
say again.
So I
Yes.
I have a tendency of being very vocal when if it's a
She's so funny because I'm watching her, and when she's about to get serious, her nose flares. Her nostrils flare. When
God,
she's
don't
about to
watch
get.
I can see it.
shut up, Adrian.
That's awesome.
She's about to tell you something.
That is, she's like trying to hold back the bad stuff though.
You sit here like this now.
I'll hold this side. You just,
No, it's not a bad thing. It's just you can tell when you're about to tell
You're like,
something.
Don't play poker. That's all she said.
I cannot. I will not. But I have a tendency of if someone is crossing a line, I'm going to say something, not to be disrespectful, but it's more of like I will put a stop to it. And that doesn't always get received well.
right. Yeah.
And that's what kind of and I am to blame for it because I've noticed that it's been me where I'm like, no, we're not doing that shit. Like, cut it out, get it together, get over it, and let's move on, or this isn't happening anymore, if that makes sense. So that I don't know if that
And that gets easier as you get older. Like, I don't give a shit.
Yep.
Anymore.
I have
where
no
it's
more.
like you're not
I'm like-
ruining you're not ruining my vacation. Whatever is going on with you, figure it out,
Yeah.
or get the fuck out. Like it's that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a lower tolerance, and I'm more vocal of that the low tolerance that I have, which doesn't get received very well by some people, and it is what it is. But
People just don't like to be called out.
that
And
too,
probably
and
don't
I
expect it.
have a tendency of doing that, and then it's my fault.
So you just let's say it's 3 couples, you just tell that couple straight up.
No, it really depends on the scenario, because if someone is being disrespectful, I'm not going to stay quiet. And that's that can be a problem in a lot of situations.
Name one.
If how do I say, it's me, my husband, and 2-3 other couples. If one of the husbands is being disrespectful, I will say something. Sometimes it's not my
How's that a
place,
problem?
because other people are okay with that. And because I said something, it's more of like I killed the vibe. because it's like, well, that's not your place. And it's correct to an extent, but it's like, I'm not going to stay quiet because everybody else is quiet.
Like nobody else wants to take the heat.
Yes, where it's like everybody else is gonna.
That implies that everybody else feels the same way you do. That's what I'm saying.
A
lot of times they do.
They do.
I think a lot of times they
but
would.
nobody will say it because it's more of like, let me just bite my tongue.
Right,
And
I'm agreeing with you, but the question is, why do you consider that a problem? I don't think it's a problem. I think it's good that you do it.
Some people would say that it's a good thing, but others don't.
I think everybody would think that it's a good thing. They wouldn't say it because they don't want to be the asshole, but like, don't let that stop you from continuing to do it, I guess is what I'm saying. Because, unless you're an absolute terrible judge of character,
I'm
you're
not.
probably doing other people a favor.
Pretty good.
And that's where I'm like, well, y'all ain't going to say it. I'm going to say it. It is. It is. But
Much respect.
It goes back to like, you're not gonna ruin my fucking trip. Like, I got a babysitter today. You're not ruining my fucking night. Like, right. That's where that comes off. Where it can be perceived.
How do you handle like a friend that puts a trip together, and they have a really good. They're your best friend, but they're also really good friends with another one, and it's all three of y'all. But you and the
third don't get along.
The third person don't really know each other, but might not really get along or click during the trip. What are you gonna do?
I don't know that I've.
Or would you even go on the trip first?
Like you already
if you
know this
already
person?
know that that you don't get along with the other person, the other couple.
Not that you don't get along. It's just like they're not my person.
Just don't really know
they're not
them
my people.
well.
But this is my best friend.
On the trip.
This is my best friend inviting me. Are you still gonna go?
Like,
Maybe
I'll
give
go
it a
ahead.
shot.
Depending on what the trip is about. If it is a birthday trip, not my personal birthday, but if it's somebody's
if it's your
birthday,
friend's birthday, and she's like, "Hey, it's my trip. Let's go."
I do not. I am very cordial. I'm like, at the end of the day, it's not about me.
You can still say no.
You're right, but then that makes it about me because now I'm.
You don't want to ruin your friend's time.
Right, but if I would still go.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Obviously depending on the I mean, you're telling me
It's
the
gonna
situation,
depend on the
but
situation.
Yeah, my answer is definitely it depends.
Mm-hmm.
On what though?
if you have heat with this person in the sense
Not
of
heat, he's just saying
don't know.
you know this person, you know you're not going to get along, you know it's not going to be like enjoyable for you, right? Whatever. Which is going to put you in a bad mood.
It might still be fun.
I was going to say, you just
have your
you
person,
keep
your couple,
your distance, or I don't want to say keep your distance. You just
you keep
If it's just
you're
three of
just
you?
cordial.
yes, you're cordial,
You're
but
cordial.
then if it gets to a point.
Right, there's
If
that
it gets
right?
to a
Why
point where
put
it's
yourself in
like,
that
girl,
situation?
look, I've had my fucking patience with you, homegirl. Like, let's discuss this.
Either I need to leave or you need to leave. Somebody.
Or you need to get your shit
To get
together
out the
because,
pool. Okay.
So, I don't know. I've never been one to not be cordial with somebody. I've unfortunately been one to you don't think I'm cordial?
Especially if it's someone
You
else's
are, no.
people. Like I'll be respectful to a point, you know.
To
Like,
a
as long
point,
as it
but
stays
but
there.
as long as it stays.
Yeah.
But when you disrespect me, then that's when I'm like, okay,
Gloves
hang
are
on.
off.
I
It's-
actually don't give a
Right,
shit.
but so if you know
about-
that's
Yeah,
likely
like-
to happen on this trip, why would you put yourself in that situation? Why would
I
you put
don't
your
know.
friend
It
in
may
that
or may
situation?
not. Maybe
Well-
the friend will come in and be like, "Oh, hey, hang
That's
on."
too many ifs.
And but if it's a good friend that cares about that group and that group, and there's some kind of like
Yeah,
weird
but it's their birthday. They
conflict,
shouldn't
So-
have to worry about
they
that.
Hold
shouldn't.
on.
But they just
Well,
brought people.
I feel like
I don't
Tressa knows you, Jessica,
Oh yeah,
and
does.
she got it right when she brought Soki and Gladys, and
she did. I
so
trust her.
Maybe that person is like, I'm gonna bring this couple in that don't know this couple, and then hoping to maybe spark something there.
That's true, and I think I
between all
actually
three.
said that. I'm gonna trust you,
Well,
bitch.
she's also gotten some wrong,
This
right?
is your friend. And then it worked out.
She your friend.
And I was like, okay, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, that's true. I think you have to trust that was a good scenario. That worked out. But
That's
yeah.
a good point.
when it's couples, maybe it's a little different. I don't know.
But then I guess you're looking at your friend as
Well, yeah,
how's their
because
judgment?
I could be cool
Yeah.
with
You
the
know,
girl.
I know
You
she's
trusted
not going
her.
to tolerate like some stupid bullshit that, you know.
Because I've had situations like that where I'm okay with the wife, but the husband, I'm ready to kick his ass.
Yeah.
Like, I've had situations like that where I'm like,
Why does it always
Yeah.
go into violence with you?
I choose violence every time. Every time. I've
It
said
handles
this.
it.
I have
have an
said
ex.
this.
Right?
I choose violence every
Yes.
time.
I'm not mad
I
about
am
it.
little.
Yeah, that's good.
Choose violence.
High fives.
Left her hanging.
It's fine. I'll just high five me. It's okay.
My bad. My bad.
It's okay. The
That was on me.
everything's
That
like
was-
in the way. It's
That was
fine.
100% on me. But,
That's okay. I'm
I don't know.
confident.
I've been in situations like that where it's like the girl, the wife, I'm fine with her, but then you put her husband in the mix, and it's like, who invited you? Like, why are you here?
And how are they married?
And
like,
yes,
how does that even work?
Where it's like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna fight him for you. Like, what are we doing?
Literally, let me do this. I got this.
Has that not happened to you
I
guys?
feel
like,
that in my soul. We actually have a situation that was like that, and I won't go into detail because we're,
It's Gladys.
who knows? But
Adrian,
Yeah.
you tried to
Adrian's a
fight
problem.
Adrian.
actually, yeah.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
If he comes in with weird bruises, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. We made up. It's fine. But yeah, I think, that's usually how it is.
Which kind of sucks because it's like it's one of those like, do
It's
I
the
have
husband? I don't know.
Sometimes it's the wife, but when it's the wife, it is. I've also had a situation where it was the wife, and it's like,
Sounds like you've had a lot of situations.
I
Maybe,
have.
maybe the problem's you.
no.
No? Okay.
You know what? There's a
A lot
lot
of
of
situations
situations,
are situationing.
and most of them do not involve me being the problem. Okay. So,
All right. That's question.
what?
Do you ever think you're the problem? This is a question to all of you.
Go. Who the fuck? I don't know. You get to go first. I don't know.
You've been really quiet, so you do get to go first.
Yeah.
Do I ever think I'm the problem?
Yeah. I think it's human nature to think
Yes.
no,
Sometimes,
but
yeah.
do you think of it in the moment?
It depends on the situation.
That's valid.
I think the answer is always
Depends
it
on the situation.
depends.
It depends. It depends on the situation.
Elaborate on that.
Sorry, I totally put you on the spot.
I know.
My
Bitch.
bad. I'm bad.
I may interpret.
Interpret.
I may interpret something
She needs another drink.
Yeah.
wrong at a glance, rather than getting to know the situation, whatever it is, rather than getting to know the facts. So that's a
And
fault.
you react to it, and okay, that's what you're saying.
I had a question to
So
that.
you have a short fuse, is what you're saying.
Not really.
Not
I
really.
wouldn't- I wouldn't say short fuse.
Okay, then elaborate
you-
on that some more.
Do you go with your gut instinct?
Yes.
Has it been wrong?
No.
That.
Pretty
And-
confident on that.
That is what I go by. I go by my
So
gut.
you don't think you're ever the problem then?
I
It's a
will
different
s-
question.
It is.
It's not.
No, but it is because I will stay quiet until I don't. And usually when I don't, it's because enough is enough. And I go with my gut instinct of this is what my gut is telling me. It's not that maybe I'm the problem in the moment because I'm saying something, but not because
Okay, so you're not wrong then.
no, I'm never
Nobody
You're
else
never
is.
wrong. That's what you just said.
We're
one else is
never
brave
wrong.
enough. Oh,
Exactly. Nobody
somebody
else has
else
the balls
isn't
to
brave
say it.
enough to like just say it. Yeah.
That's okay. That's
I'm
So
saying
you
what
look
everything,
like the problem to everybody else.
but
you're
I'm
like,
saying
But is
what
it-
everybody
is it-
else is
has there
feeling.
ever been a
Thinking.
situation
Whatever everybody else is
where-
thinking, they're not going to say.
where you think you're saying what everybody else is thinking, but you're actually not.
No.
Usually it's on point,
Yeah.
I would say. Because if you're
Agreed.
going with your
Y'all are
gut.
fucking confident as hell. I
No.
like it.
Yeah.
it's
I mean, the gut is
agreed.
real.
It comes with life experiences.
Yeah, it does. I think.
It depends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a thing.
I'm going to agree. Man. Yep.
This is great.
Right?
This,
Don't you love this? Are you learning so much and
I
kind
am,
of scared
yeah.
at the same time a little bit?
You should be scared of
Slightly,
very
yeah.
scared of
Definitely.
very.
I think sometimes it's like, okay, I know I'm about to be the asshole. Even if it's like a close friend, like somebody that you legit care about, and you're like, hang on, hang the fuck on. And you got to call something out, like just explain it. Not so much like in a bitchy way, but just like, hang on, what if blah, 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 blah. And you know you're probably going to be the asshole, like, but you're willing to be the asshole because it's like it's truth and you're delivering it like as good as possible without being ugly, but getting...
Is it truth or is it your truth?
So,
I mean, if you're going with your gut, I think it's usually truth. Maybe my opinion might be in there, but like when I try to address something, I try to really like extract the feelings, like take the feelings out of it. What are the facts? And just shoot, go.
see, you said your delivery is very, like, your delivery of the message is calm and collected. See, mine isn't.
Oh,
My delivery is
most
all
of the
wrong.
time, I think.
Most of the time.
Mine's a little of both. My husband says, "Why do you got to get
depends.
so excited when I talk?" And I'm like, "Or
Not excited. I'm
This right
passionate.
here, my hand.
She's very
just your
animated.
hands are dangerous. Your husband is absolutely right.
No,
This
he's
table
not.
can attest to that. Yeah.
You're passionate. Don't let anybody tell you anything
But that's
else.
what he tells me. He says, "Why do you sound like? Why do you get so excited?" I'm like, dude, we've been together for how long? This is the way I've always been. My tone doesn't change.
Not
It
different.
just stays the same.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it is.
It's another it depends thing. It depends on the topic. I mean, there's times that I'm
Okay, so
not calm, but
I've been told I'm too blunt.
you are. It's fine.
See?
The question
I've
is.
been told I'm
The
too
question
blunt.
is. So y'all never think you're wrong?
I can't say
I can
think,
admit when I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Very far and in between.
Because you're always right. Yeah, I get it.
No,
It's
I can.
great.
I can admit when I'm wrong. If I can, I have no problem admitting
Yeah.
if I'm wrong on something.
But she's never wrong.
But she's never wrong.
I mean,
I've never had to do it, but
I'm on
I
your
could if I
side,
had
girl.
to.
I'm
Yeah.
on your side. She's never wrong.
yeah, it works out that I never am. But and you know,
And
a
you're
lot of
never the
times,
problem.
if I have like a major situation,
You know
whether
what,
it's
Joe?
like
I'm just saying, do you hear what I'm saying? And does it sound like a thing?
I'm
Because
not-
listen, I know you two don't know me. You know me to some extent. Adrian knows me too well. And everything you all just said is like literally me. I will say the truth to people and I will whatever. I will be the asshole. I don't have a problem being the asshole. But I am well aware that there have been times where I'm the problem because I'm going against everybody at the table. And I'm well aware that there's been times when I've been wrong. A lot of times when I've been wrong. And I I don't admit it at the time, or maybe I don't realize it at the time.
yeah,
But
Yeah.
it's a thing. Like, it fucking
Later,
happens.
you're like,
Yeah.
ah,
You can't
Nobody's
always
perfect.
be right.
Nobody's perfect.
I am.
You can't. Yeah, obviously. I promise you, I've definitely been the problem a lot of times. But in my head, when I'm saying it,
That was
it's like,
funny.
this is my gut feeling. This is what I think is the truth, and I'm gonna say it because I'm not gonna just not say it, right? And I'm saying what I think everybody else is thinking
yeah.
at the moment.
And sometimes it's like at the expense of it's like you know that you might be risking like a friendship or a relationship because
I don't say it to people that I don't like. I only say it to my inner circle, you know. Like I wouldn't do it to other people.
it just depends on the situation. But like I've had situations where there's like friendships, like we're couples, couples friendships, and I know that there are major issues and nobody's like talking about the
Yeah.
elephant in the room, and I'm like, no, it's major. And so, I've thought about it, so I'm calm in this situation, when I deliver. But it's like, I know there's a risk too. They're either going to receive it or they're not. So they could just be like, well, vominos.
But you're okay with that because they're not.
Yeah,
that
because
close.
it's,
I've had to do that with family.
It can be painful because it can
No,
be
family's
close.
different. You can tell
Yeah,
them
it can
anything.
be
It's
close
fine.
people.
I've had to do it with
Welcome.
family.
My family is very like, she's violent.
I'm telling you. Like,
I'm
your
sorry.
husband's not wrong. Is what I'm saying. Give the guy some credit.
I didn't warn you guys because I was hoping she would not be.
Put
But
that on the calendar, babe.
I should have probably sat on the opposite side of the table. 'Cause she might hit me here. Pretty soon.
yeah, I have
Oh, yeah,
bruises.
please
when
do
I-
it. Can I
yeah.
record it? Let me know when it's going to happen.
Yeah. Anywho, yeah.
Now you have me thinking.
It
just like
depends.
Trying to
Was
figure
there
out,
ever a
have I
day
ever
that
been
I
answer
wrong
ever
in
is
my
wrong.
life?
Always.
but that's the thing, though. That's the part. That is the part. That's the thing.
What?
When your gut always
It's always right.
yeah.
Yeah.
When your gut is on point. So it's, how do you not listen to your gut? Or how do you like, no, I was wrong, but I wasn't.
Damn, you're next level delusional. I like it. Okay, you're like, I'm doubling down on this shit. I like it.
Oh God.
You do you.
I love it. I love it.
Next.
Let us know how when you figure that out. I don't know.
Show us your ways.
It's,
Yeah.
Show us your ways.
you know, it's just a talent. Just kidding.
Talent. It's raw.
God give
I'm trying to think of when I've been wrong in certain situations because
Listen, the more you talk,
Getting a little worse.
We're done. I'm trying to save you. We're done. I'm trying to